quizzes, facts untold, unlocking mysteries, watch them unfold. Puzzles, quizzes, mysteries unfold. Brain Benders Banter, keep your mind on fire, twisting and turning higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes, where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows. Riddles and corners, secrets to reveal. Each question a journey, every answer a seal. Cognitive playground where neurons spark, lighting up pathways through the mental dark. Secrets reveal, pathways spark. Brain Benders Banter, keep your mind on fire, twisting and turning higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes, where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows. Bring the wheel of fortune in the quiz of fate. Each spin a puzzle, each choice creates. Building bridges, crossing mental streams, and Brain Benders Banter, chase your cerebral dreams. Quiz of fate, cerebral dream. Gather your wits, bring your cleverest play. In the game of intellect, it's your mind's ballet. Step up to the challenge, let your thoughts run free. Brain Benders Banter, be all you can be. Intellects play, thoughts run free. Brain Benders Banter, keep your mind on fire, twisting and turning higher and higher. Trivia and facts keep you on your toes, where the next challenge leads, nobody knows. Mind on fire, nobody knows.
Twist your brain, come play with me. Facts, fun, and mystery. Twist your brain, come play with me. Facts, fun, and mystery. Puzzles, jokes, and trivia fire. We bring the heat, never tire. Riddles wrapped in crazy facts. You think you know? Better check that. Mind games, brain flames, think fast, no shame. Subscribers growing, chat is glowing. You never know where it's going. RBBB's where the wild minds roam. From quirky laughs to facts unknown. Click that sub, don't miss the show. Let's twist your brain and let it go. Hey, hey, all Brain Benders Banter, best of the net. Weird, wild, fun, you bet. Hey.
Hey, Brain Benders and family.
Greetings
Hello
from South Carolina.
Oh there.
Okay, so tonight on Brain Benders Banter, we're diving into a powerful and nostalgic topic: childhood impacts. What influenced who we became? Was it movies that inspired us, music that healed us, or people who changed our lives forever? We're talking about the moments, memories, and influences that shaped our personality, values, fears, confidence, and dreams. The good, the bad, and the unforgettable.
There's the second part.
Oh, heartfelt nostalgia and real talk. Movies, music, and people that shaped our identity. Panel and chat sharing stories and memories. Come hang out for a meaningful conversation and share what shaped you.
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 No, you.
No, you.
No, you.
Watching you guys like a ping pong game.
Boing, boing, boing.
I love Tug reads. Tug reads so good. Like he makes it. Hi, Wijamin. Good to see you. When he reads it, it just sounds so good. You're like a really good narrator too.
Well,
That's why he should do an audio book of his book.
I think you should do an audio book. I think you should. Like I back that. I second that.
I'm waiting to listen to it because I'm too lazy to read.
Okay, so
He's only doing 2 pages at a time on them shorts. man. It's gonna take forever.
Yeah, and I only do those are for me. I haven't been doing those this month. But no, I did an audio version of like the one short story I got published, and that was really fun and really good. And ever since then, I've been meaning to try to do my book, but I need time. That's the hard part.
Are you really going to do an audiobook?
Yeah, I really am. Sure.
I am so excited.
And when you do the audio book, don't do one of them stupid audio books that just has like an icon and you reading. As you're reading the book, throw all kinds of scenes up there and AI pictures and keep something flowing for people to look at, because some of them audiobooks kill me.
Giving me more work
Are
to
you
do.
talking about like make sure that there's visuals that go with it?
So I can post it on YouTube.
Yeah.
You don't know how many hours I sat there and stared at somebody's face on an audio book.
Fly to the
So you want a YouTube video?
That's what it sounds like he wants. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're
You
gonna
just
put an
listen.
audio book, if you're gonna put an audio book up on YouTube, put some visuals with it, because it's YouTube. Don't be stupid.
No, but what we're saying is like an audiobook is like with like Buff's driving his truck, right? He listens to an audiobook.
It's
He's
just
not
meant to
looking.
be listened to.
That's the whole point. Otherwise, just make a movie.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the first question. Are you guys ready?
I think so.
No.
I hope so.
Buff, you're never ready.
What would you do if he actually said yes?
I think I would probably fall out. Tomorrow is my daughter's birthday, so I'd like to say happy birthday to my beautiful daughter Sierra.
Happy birthday, Sierra.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday. Happy birthday. Pain and
Happy
sorrow in the
birthday.
air. People dying everywhere. Happy birthday.
Oh God. I've never heard that before. Oh my God, that was priceless. Okay.
Oh my God.
So I sent my daughter a digital picture frame for her
Oh,
birthday.
Oh, those are fun.
yeah, they're
And
cool.
a card that opens up and it's like a 3-dimensional card, and it had LED lights and it sang. And so when she opened it up, she was like, "Oh!" Like and when Shaman says, "Happy birthday, Sierra!" Thank you guys. All right. So question number 1 is, what's the one childhood memory that still influences how you think today?
I got to think some more about this one because I have a lot of childhood memories that I could put in there, but I got to
Yeah.
think about it.
Really?
I would have to say, to me, the one that comes to my mind is the first time my mom had took me to a haunted house and I got scared up. And from that moment on, I was really interested in the paranormal and ghosts and anything weird or supernatural. So it shaped my whole life. I wasn't about 7 years old, I guess.
I just recently bought a paranormal kit. Hi, Plywood. Good to see you. I just bought a paranormal kit that's got like an EF.
You got the EF meter and all that stuff. Yeah.
And then like one of them recorder things. And then I got another thing that like scans through radio stations really fast. And I'm scared to use it. I don't want to take it all out of the box.
Does it have
Does
it have a cute little Ghostbuster symbol on the side of it?
No.
Danny.
It's $150.
Let her have her EVP.
Oh, do you have any more money you want to burn? You can send it to me.
Let her have her fun.
Hey, I like the paranormal stuff too, but you know what? It scares me. So now I have it and I'm like, I'm scared to pull it out because what if something actually talks through it? And I'm like, I don't know if I can handle that.
Then I recommend you do not get a Ouija board.
I won't ever. But it's
Spoiler
funny.
alert.
It's funny because on an aircraft carrier, in the tower, there's a big board and it has an image at the top of the aircraft carrier, the flight deck. And on on that board, and then it's covered in like plexiglass, right? And there's LED lights underneath, and it shows like all the different places. And so there are handlers that are up there, and they move these little pawns around to show like where the fueling people are, where the planes are at, where the equipment's at, and they move them around the board. And that's called a Ouija board, believe it or not. And so like at work sometimes when they tell me to move stuff around, I'm like, let me play the Ouija board, and people look at me really weird, and I'm like, not that Ouija board. Like, I mean, move things around to make the operations work. But yeah, it's just hilarious. If you guys look up Ouija board online, aircraft carrier Ouija board, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like a great big set of light bright.
Yeah, kind of. And it's got like, you can see all the equipment, the planes, the helicopters, the people, and like they just move them. They've got like, they just move them around the aircraft carrier.
You know, they don't got that on the new aircraft carriers. On the new ones, they got like Star Wars stuff that has this little 3D displays of people actually moving around.
Okay, just rub it in. I'm old. It's all right.
Aren't we all?
So, anybody else ready to answer the question of what's one childhood memory that still influences how you think today?
I do. I got one.
Chance is here.
When you get molested by two female babysitters, yeah.
Oh my God!
Right up the gate.
I mean, that will affect
I won't
you.
go
Yeah.
into too much detail, but
No,
Hi,
please.
Chance. How are you?
Right?
Good to see you, Chad.
when I
You
was
want to
5
fit on the Melissa Gilbert thing next?
no, it's absolutely true, but I won't go into details. It's not appropriate
Please.
to talk about here. Yeah,
Oh,
but
I am sorry for you in all seriousness. That sucks.
that's all good. And I would say another weird one. This is not sexual, of course, but when I was a kid, I had a neighbor, Shirley Francis, and she had older brothers. One was Sal, and he dressed up as like this old man with a mask, a creepy mask, and he pretended to be. And there was a Jewish family, just describing him, but he pretended to be an old Jewish man on a couch. And I was maybe, I want to say I was 7 years old, maybe 8 years old. I'd say 8 years old. And so they said, Chance, come meet our grandfather.
Oh,
And
God.
so I said, he's not well. And he's on the couch, he's wheezing. He's going, and I could not tell it was a mask. They did a really good job with this rubber old man mask. And then he just reached out and he goes, I'm going to kill you. And it scared the hell out of me. And I always was freaked out. And it just stayed with me for years. And I jumped.
God,
and
that's
it freaked me out at
hilarious.
12 years growth. And I jumped so high and I ran out of that house to the street and went home. Oh my God. That guy, Sal Francis. I couldn't believe he did that to me. Well, that's all. But you're asking about movies and stuff like that.
Well, not yet. We're going to get to
we're getting to it.
Okay. Well, all right, then I'll wait. So that's all I got to say about that.
was
But I
good.
will say this about the babysitters. Let's just say a pencil was used.
Okay.
And they wanted me to use the pencil on something.
All right.
So I just leave it at that.
Enough, Chance.
That's enough.
You said it felt like it was a bad thing.
Well, hold on. Wait. Yeah, I'm listening now. Hold on.
Oh,
I'll tell the story another time and in a more appropriate setting.
Hey, you come on my channel. You come on my channel and tell it.
That led to senior in high school with the teacher. She was 37, I was 18. That's it was a vicious cycle.
Life and times of Chance.
Oh, like a fun cycle.
Yeah.
It's just,
The French teacher. Yeah.
Of course.
oh, even better.
Parlez-vous français?
Oh, oui.
And now, Chrissy, look at the camera. I'm gonna open my camera just for a second. This is not a slam at you, but look what I'm drinking hot tea out of.
Ah.
Hey,
I'm a potato.
you.
Very
Let me
cool.
explain. That's I got that in the mail from another YouTuber, and it's called the VHS Club, and they review movies on VHS. That's their shtick. It's two ladies, and they're both Canadian. One became a U.S. citizen, and they mailed that to me. And they call their people in the chat the little potatoes.
Oh,
It's,
cute.
it's a potato with holding a VHS tape.
Cute.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like being a
That is
potato.
so cute.
Neat.
It's the biggest compliment.
Mhm.
We're all
potato
tubers or YouTubers.
That's right. We're all tubers, the root of all
Just,
life.
just some continuity for long-time viewers of our
It's
little
so
Saturday
true.
stream. Because
Yes.
Chrissy's explained what that's all about, that potato business. We don't have to get into that.
No, it's okay. I embrace it.
Because everybody loves potatoes in every
Yes.
form.
Oh my God, mashed potatoes, fried
yeah.
potatoes,
Fried
hash
potatoes.
browns,
Yeah.
French
Potatoes.
fries.
I had some like delicious waffle fries today.
You could do a Forrest Gump shrimp thing with potatoes. Scallop.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mashed
El gratin potatoes,
Don't give them no ideas, man.
El gratin potatoes, French fries, fried
Baked
potatoes.
potato.
Oh God, bubblegum shrimp of potato.
Okay, well, I've got a story. I don't know if I've told it on the stream before, but fifth grade, I was assigned, like everybody in class was assigned to write a short story about like your pets escaping one night. It was called Night of the Animals. And so what I wound up doing is usually on a project like this, when even at this age, what I would do is I would wait till the last possible second and start crying to my mother, and she would write it for me. But this time I didn't do that. I just decided, what the heck, I'll do it myself. And I wrote a short story about like my pet gerbils escaping. And unfortunately, around the same time, I got chickenpox. So I had to turn in my story when I wasn't there. Like I had to give it to somebody else to take it to my teacher. And so I was out for like 2 weeks with chickenpox. So when I finally came back, as soon as I came back, everybody was like, wow, we loved your story. We loved your story. It turns out the teacher liked my story so much. He read it to the class in absentia. I wasn't there. And everybody loved it. Like even people I didn't talk to, and like other people who, like, I was a quiet kid. I didn't talk to a lot of people. Like a lot of people I just didn't even know were coming up to me and saying, ah, your story was great. I love your story. And I got such a high off of that I've been chasing that my entire life. I've been trying to get that back because that was the coolest feeling in the world. That like everybody was just coming up to me and congratulating me on something that I did and I put together all by myself. And you know, that's when I decided maybe I can do this writing thing.
You know, you really should make a part 2 where Tom Cruise finds the gerbil.
No, Richard Gere, man. Richard Gere.
Funnier with Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Okay, I'm done. That's it.
That's all.
That's the whole story. Yeah.
I
mean, I could sit here and tell you my entire life story, but that's
Yeah,
for now.
I just caught myself trying to move Tracy to the big screen from YouTube.
Yeah.
Oops.
Well, mine. Before I get into this, Chance, I was innocently watching my show, my stories Beyond the Gates, and then who do I see sitting at a table trying to act like he's living it up?
Yeah, I overdid it, didn't I? I was pounding that mimosa like
You're going
crazy.
to be a waiter, but no, you have to be like one of the citizens of that Faircrest.
That's right. I'm one of the rich benefactors. Yeah, I'm there on Tuesday after
I
the
just had to let that
payday.
go.
I'll be back Tuesday on the set there.
No, God, oh my Lord.
Yeah, she posted it on Facebook, and a bunch of other people, including me, were like, hey, I've seen that guy before. He was on The Walking Dead, or I've seen that guy before. He was on Tulsa King, you know.
I wish I could see that.
And then this happened.
I'm not on Facebook anymore. I wish I could see it. Thank you, Tracy.
I'll send it to you in an email or something. But my childhood memory is of my babysitter's brother. See, if she couldn't come babysit me, her brother would babysit me. He was real fun. He kind of taught me how to ride my bike. And it was funny because he, I always had training wheels. So he took the training wheels off, like probably about a day or two before that. And then he had to babysit me the day afterwards or something like that. He noticed that I was riding my bicycle without training wheels and without any of that whatsoever, a block down and came back a block. So that just tells me never to give up. Because if I rode a bike, and he saw me riding the bike, I felt so proud.
Oh.
Tracy,
yes,
you've got something going through my head now from that story. Bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle.
Yeah. I just remembered that he was like, yeah. It was fun. And he was a good teacher.
That's
Hey,
cool.
Tracy, can I say something to Tracy? On Paramount Plus, I made the thumbnail image. It shows me sitting there at the table on the thumbnail on Paramount Plus. Beyond the Gates, season 2, episode 9, and then the 10th episode, my producer Natalie was the girl at the bar.
Oh my God, that was her.
Yeah,
Oh
we know
my
what she
God,
looks
that's so hilarious.
You don't
Oh
see her.
my
Tracy,
God.
send it to me too.
Oh, it's hilarious. It's so funny.
That
Send
was
it to
both
me
our
too,
debuts.
He's sitting there acting like he's like a part of Faircrest, this really ritzy place. And he's like drinking wine and calling the waiter over and
No, the director, the stage manager told me to get up and shake hands with someone, but so I was given some direction. But I think I overdid it. I think I was a little hyper, like usual.
Oh my God, that was great. And then you're smiling from ear to ear. I'm like, oh, that is so Chance.
Tracy, send me it. I
definitely will.
No,
I'll
yeah,
have
because
to
we're
email
there.
you.
I mean, we're there. I mean, that's what it's a
Hi,
side
Mikey.
project, so there's different rules. So like, they really feature you pretty good. So anyway,
Yeah, no, they dressed you up pretty nice. Was that your own suit or was it theirs?
That was actually, I think that's my sports coat, and then they gave me the shirt. Wardrobe department.
Oh, okay.
Crystal, she's a sweetheart.
Isn't that nice?
Wardrobe. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, geez. I'm like, what the bejeebus? I'm like, I have to come. I'll take a picture of it off my TV.
I'm glad you saw that. I didn't know you watched Beyond the Gates. I love the writing on that show. And can I quickly say Monday on MLK Day?
In general.
Monday, it's going to be just the actors talking about their characters and their storylines written for their characters. It's not an actual episode this Monday. CBS 2:00 and on Paramount Plus. It's going to be unique. Yeah.
I watched that. And I watched General Hospital.
I have Paramount Plus. I can watch it. I watch Tulsa Kings just trying to find Chance.
Yeah, but season 4 we shot a lot of stuff. It's in production now.
I know. When is it coming out? I'm waiting.
Not been announced yet. They're about midway through production of season 4. And I have pictures I can't share. I mean, I have a shot with me and Sly, but I can't.
Oh, excuse me.
Bless you.
Cool.
Bless you.
You can't share it.
That came out of nowhere. I was just like,
Yes, my darling.
Thank
Gesundheit.
I was like, oh wow, that came out of nowhere. It's so funny. One of the things my daughter and I is a pet peeve is if somebody sneezes and everybody around you just ignores it. So we're like, what the heck? Nobody said bless you. Rude.
Apparently, I'm preparing for a trip to Japan next year.
What are you doing, Chance?
Natalie's there now. My producer's there right now with her mom.
Oh wow.
Oh, in Japan?
In Japan. Yeah, she's been to she's on a month-long trip. She's been to South Africa on safari. Now she's in Japan with her mom. And then she'll be back to her apartment she owns in Thailand. She'll come back to Atlanta in early February. I can't wait for her to come back.
Very cool.
So, yeah.
But apparently in Japan, it is it's considered rude to acknowledge a sneeze.
Really?
Really? Like you're not supposed to say anything. You're supposed to completely ignore that it happened. It's just one of those weird cultural things. Like I'm learning all these cultural things so that I can be a good tourist.
Okay, let me tell you something I did. So I've never actually been to real sushi before.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've door dashed it. And I get, like the little rolls and stuff. And I've went to like quick little places, like cafes that have like the sushi rolls and stuff. And they're like normal, like 5 pieces of sushi roll. And they're pretty decent. Or you go to the like buffets where they have like the sushi rolls. You have like a California roll or whatever. But my daughter came out right after Thanksgiving and she said, her and her boyfriend said, we want sushi because we live in the desert now and we don't ever get sushi. So we went to an actual sushi place, right? I'm oblivious. I've never. But my brother and his wife and their one son came. And then it was my daughter's boyfriend and my daughter and me. So I sat across from my brother. And then my daughter sat across from my nephew. And my daughter's boyfriend sat across from my brother's wife, my sister-in-law. And we all put in our orders and it was fine. And then I had a hard time because they're like such a huge menu, right? And so I'm sitting there and I am like, okay. And then all of a sudden I see the table next to us. Their sushi rolls came out. And I was like, oh my God. And I look at my brother and my brother eyeballs is this big. And me and my brother looked at each other like, what the heck did we do? The platters were like this big.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
That's a
oh
humongous roll.
God. I ordered 2 rolls. My brother ordered 3. My daughter ordered 2. There were 2 bento boxes and then a mixed platter.
That's a lot of food, man.
Oh God.
That
And
sounds
then
really
when the
good.
bill came and they told me it was $350, I about fell on the floor. I was like,
Oh my
what is
gosh. Yeah.
this?
Expensive.
I was just like, this is the most
So-
insane thing ever. I mean, it was a fun experience, but let me tell you what I did. I was so embarrassed. So I've never been to a sushi place. So I take my chopsticks out and I crack them and I roll them in my hands. And everybody at the table, their head snaps and looks at me. Blam! And I'm like, what? And they're like, you're saying their chopsticks are cheap. And I'm like, well, I don't want any splinters. And they're like, put your chopsticks down. I'm like, okay. And then I sat there and looked at everybody at the table. I'm like, this is why I don't go out. And everybody at the table just started laughing. They were like, you're good. You're good. And I'm like, this is why I don't go out. But I rolled
Poor
it in my hand.
So how far have we got?
We're just on question 1.
Yeah, not everybody's answered it yet. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're good.
So childhood impacts. Okay.
So, yep.
Hey, Mikey.
Oh my gosh. So, Mikey, the question number 1 is, what's one childhood memory that still influences how you think today? That's the question.
Greetings, Mikey.
Childhood memory has affected me. Is that what that is?
Oh dear God! Where'd
See
you
what
come
you
from?
got there.
Make Tracy big real quick.
Yeah.
Make Tracy big.
Make
Make
a big
Tracy
pie.
big.
There it is.
Oh,
Oh, there he is.
Thank you. Thanks,
And
Tracy.
look at the caption I put down.
Oh,
I was
man,
watching
that's
my soap,
classic.
guys, and then this happened.
Can
Oh,
you
wow.
email me that?
Yeah, I
No,
will.
you gotta send her you gotta send him a copy. There, Tracy.
I know. And
Come
that's
on,
just-
man. You gotta
those are
blow it
just
up. Send
you.
it. Come on now.
Yeah.
That's,
So
that
that
lady,
His
very
name
nice.
is-
Melissa's
Your
across
boy.
from me. Melissa's been on this show since day 1. That's Melissa.
Really?
They always pair me up. Yeah. Anyways,
Wow.
Wow,
That's
nice.
you.
yeah.
That's all
Thank
of
you,
you.
dear. And again, look at season 2, episode 10. You'll see Natalie at the bar in the red shirt. Anyway,
She's really pretty.
thank you.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chrissy.
Sorry.
Repeat the question one more time. I'm so sorry. Get
it's
caught
okay.
up.
What's one childhood memory that still influences how you think today?
Can I include an
Yes,
incident?
sticker
that
shock
happened to
for
me?
sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah. And it could
Right.
be a person. It could be I was thinking like more of an outside the box, right? So for
Well,
this
it's
question,
more. Yeah, it was more of an incident, and I think I mentioned it to TD, your friend, the other night. When I was 7 years old, I went up to visit my grandparents who were alive at the time, my dad's parents, and we went up to this our favorite place. It's about 100 miles or so north of San Francisco. The town is called Ukiah.
Yep.
And about 20 miles north is a place called Blue Lakes, the Trianon Resort. Okay.
yes.
And we were staying in the cabin. My grandparents were staying in another cabin. And I just decided to go out on my own one morning. And I just, walked down to the lakefront there. And all of a sudden I felt this painful, like just something just hit me really quick. And then I started going into hysterics. I found out it was a bee that stung me when I was down at the lake. And I went into hysterics and I started to convulse. That was the first time I actually found out I was allergic. But I didn't know it at the time, right? I'm only 7. What the fuck am I supposed to know? Excuse me. What the frick was I supposed to know? Anyway, my parents rushed me down. This is, like I said, 20 miles to the nearest clinic. This is 1972, in the early 70s. So that's a long route,
Yeah.
So they had, no, I don't know if they brought me in an ambulance. I don't think they did. No, I think they brought me down by themselves. But anyway, I don't know how I got down there. Anyway, because I was freaking out and everything. They injected me with something and I felt a little bit better. And they said, well, you're just going to have to calm. You have to be calm. Just watch where you're walking. Don't. But when it was that first bee sting I received,
Oh,
in my life that forever changed me because
yeah.
from then on, I was completely afraid. And my parents didn't help the situation. There was one other moment where they brought me to a movie theater, didn't tell me what the movie was going to be, had no idea. And I said, okay. So they blindfolded me. I don't know why they did this. My mom
Wasn't
did it.
my girl.
No, the movie was The Swarm,
Oh, okay.
1978, in the summer of 78.
Okay.
I'm 13
Okay.
freaking years old, and I'm still
Oh.
afraid of bees. And they brought me to a bee movie, and I said, I can't. But I'm stuck. I can't move
Sorry.
because my mom is sitting on one
Oh,
side of
God.
me and my dad's on the other side of me. My brother's there laughing. My brother Phil, who was probably, 10
That's
years old,
terrible.
is laughing his ass off. And my sisters were all sitting around and, whatever. And they were all looking at me. I'm freaking. I'm literally shaking in my seat. My dad said, now calm down, calm down. I said,
Oh,
no. I mean, I've seen it, but I don't know
oh,
how I
you were
got through
really
the film.
freaked
My
out.
dad was ready to take me out of the theater and, leave me outside because I was still young enough. Well, old enough. I was the oldest of four, so he could have just taken me out and leave me there in the lobby or something because I didn't want to see any more of it. But I was forced to watch this entire film, deathly afraid, having mesophobia, and
I'm
worst
sorry.
possible thing they could have done to me. Worst possible thing.
Be
And
honest
then,
with you, Mikey. I know how you feel. I had a similar experience with a bumblebee sting when I was a child.
yeah,
And let me
yeah,
tell
Dan.
you, it really sucks to get anaphylactic shock from bee stings. And
Yeah.
right after
Yeah, I had that.
right after that happened, I was
Damn.
sitting there watching some movie on the TV, and
Yeah.
it was the one with what was it? The killer bees, and it freaked me
Yeah,
out.
yeah, the Africanized killer bees. That's the swarm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's that
just the
old movie where
idea
they
of
get on, it's the
Africanized
old movie where they get on the
killer
Volkswagen
bees.
and the
Yeah,
girl
yeah,
strapped
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah,
side,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
and it gave me a freak out for a little while.
Well, the other thing that freaked me out was the story that I keep telling because this is an absolute true story. Over in an area called Glendale, Arizona, they had this old man and his dog. The dog was starting to swap his front paw at one of these bees. It was the Africanized ones, and you know how the pheromone thing works, right? So this thing's swapping at it. Next thing you know, a whole hive comes out of nowhere, like out of nowhere from a tree or whatever. They were probably one of the trees there. They came down and took out this old man and the dog like that, stunned them to death, both of them. It was in the paper. It was in Arizona Republic, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
freaked out. I said, "Holy shit!" I said, "Because I'm sorry,
Ah!
holy scab." Sorry about that. But anyway, no. I mean, my
You're lucky you
parents
didn't get the
live.
goat.
Well, no. My parents live over in Scottsdale, and they live down near this wash, and in the wash are the bees. Now, I don't know how I avoided, because I took Suzanne with me, right, to visit my folks for a little while. And we've been to their house, and we were at our apartment and everything else like that I still had. To this day, I don't know how the heck we avoided any bees, but I don't know. It must have been God for sure, because I would have freaked out totally. And you know what? You can't even dive into a pool or if you're near a lake, because they're all over the whole state of
They'll
Arizona.
wait
Pretty
for you
much.
too.
Yeah, because they'll look for you. They'll still hit the water, still come after you. There's no point. You're not safe. If you get any of them on your tail, you might as well just.
I'm not allergic to bees, but I
I am.
found out when I was about 4 or 5 years old that I have to have an EpiPen for wasps, yellow jackets
Ooh,
especially.
She got stung. My
mercy.
beautiful wife here got stung only a couple of years ago. We went to go visit for the first time the Toronto Zoo.
Mhm.
And my wife, Suzanne, put down her hand on this post or whatever, and boom, she got stung. Big wasp was like right there. We didn't even know, right? She got
Mhm.
stung. Next thing I know, she started to convulse. And thank God, there was a zookeeper nearby. She came down, a female zookeeper, came by, had the EpiPen, put it
Wow.
right in her. She said, now lay
Yeah.
down, calm down. And she went, boom, and that was it. And then she was okay.
I have to keep
Yeah.
EpiPens with me because I'm deathly allergic to yellow jackets and wasps.
Oh,
See, I'm allergic to bee stings too. My arm went completely numb after I got stung.
Oh,
I
My mom raced me
swell.
in- My mom raced me into the ER, and you know what? The people were kind of upset who were waiting there before me, and the nurse turned around and said to the person who was just upset that I got looked at first. She's like, this
Yeah.
this person could die. Your son's got like something like an injury on his knee that
Triage
needs
rules, man.
ice.
Yeah.
You know, but these
Yeah.
people don't seem to realize that like somebody could actually die or lose their limb or
Oh,
something.
I could have died on my way to the clinic. My mother said that I almost collapsed and had a stroke and almost died. So, I mean,
I was in a
I didn't
coma for
realize
2
how lucky
days.
I was. Yeah.
Oh, that's scary.
I was in a
Oh,
coma
man.
for 2 days because so me and a couple friends of mine were
Right.
walking and we were slinging this big metal rod that we found in the ground that was all rusty.
Mm.
And we were
Right.
swinging it and we saw this big mud pile. And so
Right.
we thought, oh, let's hit this big
No.
metal rod.
No.
No.
Oh my God, the sky turned black.
Mud wasp.
Mud
Yeah.
daubers, yeah.
Mud
Oh,
daubers.
And
You got
that
flood.
is,
Yeah, you know what they
and
are. And
so
that's for
then when I got to the door and I was
Mm.
screaming and I was running and I was like doing this.
Oh my
I was
God.
crying and I was like
aw.
4 years old. And my
Yeah.
grandma came out with the broom and started hitting me with the broom. And I'm like, why are you hitting me? But she was hitting the bees.
Oh my
But
God.
she was
Well,
hitting
yeah, I mean that's freaky.
distracted me so
Yeah,
bad.
Scary.
there was one other incident. You guys know about 4K, right? 4K movies, things like that.
Mhm.
Okay, so just before I saw a 4K movie with Suzanne over in Niagara Falls, there was another venue we went down to in California. Yeah, well, they took us to a 4K venue down in California there somewhere, and we were on vacation. And they sat me down in the theater. We're all ready. All of a sudden, these huge 4K Vision bees start coming at my seat. I literally jumped out of my seat and fell and flipped and said no, no, and I ran like I got the hell out. I didn't even know what they were, right? I didn't know it was a special effect, 4K, what a big bee, and my mom said, it's not gonna hurt you. Come back. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It literally looked like it was going to come in and sting my ass. And this thing is huge. It's about like this. A bunch of them. I was like, why did they do this to me? I couldn't even get a therapist. I tried to get a therapist up here in Canada when I moved up here. And I asked Suzanne, could we get a hold of somebody? And I did. And I talked to this woman, I think for like 5 weeks without going into too much of the, confidentiality thing. I talked to her for like 5 weeks. Nothing. Didn't solve a thing. Like she was putting me into some kind of false sense of security, and it didn't work. I was like, the following summer, I see a bee that was coming at us, but we were just, the bee wasn't even at where we were sitting. It was in the bus stop, and literally I freaked. Like I wanted to run away. I just didn't want to be there. So, yeah, I was still afraid of them. To an extent, I am.
So just to let you guys know, we are on Sierra's big screen. She just sent me a picture. Hi, Sierra.
Hey.
Now you all can say happy birthday, Sierra.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Sierra.
beautiful baby girl.
Love you, Sierra.
And the baby is listening.
Oh,
Yeah.
hello,
Yes.
baby.
Aw,
This is where baby gets to see Gramsy.
So cute.
Granny,
And
Granny and her
Francesca's
friends.
got a baby too.
My grandma's a YouTuber.
Yeah,
France has a
Granny and her
baby.
buddies. Yeah, we love you, Sierra.
I love
All
France's
right.
baby
So
girl.
what's one childhood memory that still influences how you think today?
Shane
and I
hasn't
think
answered that yet.
Shane has not answered, and neither has Dan.
All right.
Or Dan, did you answer in the beginning?
I went first. Duh.
Yeah, you
Okay,
did.
I thought so. Okay, so Shane.
Got it out the way by.
All right, guys, let's try to not be winded tonight. Let's stay on topic. Let's get
Ha!
to
Too late for that. Now, is it?
let's go. Let's go. Come on. Chance is in his kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, it had to be the first time I learned the lesson of F around and find out. Jesus Christ, I don't even want to say it because y'all just went on an hour diatribe about bees and hornets and stuff. But to come back full circle, it has to do with hornets.
Okay.
Probably about 6 years old, maybe 5. Playing with my first cousins and everything. Front yard of their house, one of their houses, there was this old trailer, and everybody was climbing up on it and jumping off, da da da. I'm like, ooh, I want to do that too. I want to follow. I want to be a good little sheep and follow. And when it was like I jumped up there and like my cousin was like, "Oh, whoa, 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 wait, wait, wait." They noticed they disturbed a hornet's nest. It was like one of those underground ones. I'm like, "No, I can do it. I can do it. I want to be like y'all. I want to be good." It was like, "No, no, no." And when I was midair,
Oh God.
that's when I was about midair. I remember this distinctly. I was midair and saw a couple of them flying. I was like, "Oh." And by the time I hit the ground, yeah, it was too late.
Oh yeah.
Sting, 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 sting. I was like, "Ah!" It's like, why didn't I heed their warning? It was just like, oh, I
Exactly.
guess I decided to F around, try to be the
Yeah.
cool guy. And I found out. So it was like
Yeah.
from that day on, I took caution into everything I've done of the uncertainty and trying to heed warnings. But take every warning with a grain of salt. But when you can visually see said warning that is coming at you, like, whoa, 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 stop around. I ain't gonna mess around with that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. So I
Yes.
carry that with me every day.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm done.
I hear you.
Okay. Yeah, like when I got attacked by the mud daubers, I was literally in a coma for 2 days. My face swelled so big that my grandma said that like my tongue swelled, my face swelled, like they had to put a tube down my throat. Like
Oh,
it was really bad.
God.
So it's affected me to a point where like I don't really mind, like I don't act scared if I'm around if I see bees and stuff, but if I see wasps or hornets or like mud daubers, I don't like freak out because I know that they can smell fear. I just politely leave. I'm like, I'm out. Peace.
I don't blame you.
They trigger my lizard brain more than any other insect. Like I don't know what it is about them, but like
What
as soon
is
as
a
I see
lizard
like
brain?
a wasp, I think I just feel hatred for the wasp. Just the
What
way it
is
looks.
lizard brain?
I'm
Your
worse
lizard
than-
brain.
I'm
You know,
worse
like
than
you're
that,
just like your
Doug.
instinctual brain.
Okay,
Doug,
that's what
I'm
a
worse than
lizard brain
that.
is.
I got the warrior brain. I see one of them wasps or something. It's him or me, boy. He's going down, boy.
Yeah, but if it's a hornet or a bee, that's like the worst thing you can do because
Yeah,
it'll
they're gonna
attract all the
die.
other
They
ones.
come around me.
There's Sierra saying thank you to everyone.
You're welcome, Sierra.
I got the big fly flapper right beside me now, boy.
Oh my God, like there's
Happy
guys
birthday,
at
Mama.
work. There's guys at work that like they'll just take their hat off and swat at them, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
there you go.
no, I'm out. I'm out. Mikey, what are you doing?
like, no,
Three
thank you.
Stooges?
I'm doing Curly Joe for Sierra.
I was gonna say Three
See,
Stooges. I was
she's
like,
laughing
you're like,
now.
doing-
Yeah.
I don't know if she knows that. She used to watch I Love Lucy with me, but I don't know how many Three Stooges episode. I used to watch Little Rascals, Nick at Night, and all that stuff, but I don't know if she's ever watched Three Stooges with me. No,
Well, we'll get her used to these stages
no.
eventually.
No.
Yeah.
Wise guy.
You sound just like him. That
Mikey,
was funny.
sadly, Mikey, today's younger people don't let their children watch the Three Stooges. It's too violent.
Oh,
What?
that's just as woke as I could get. I would if I had a child, I'd introduce him to the Stooges right away, and our gang,
Okay,
and all of
look.
that. I like all
And
of them.
like Little Rascals, Dennis the Menace.
Yeah.
Oh, what
like
that?
okay. Okay, one of the things I used to watch with my grandparents growing up, I would watch like Bonanza with my grandpa. I'd sit on his knee and watch Bonanza. And then I would watch I Love Lucy, The Little Rascals, Dennis the Menace.
Yes.
Like those are the kind of TV shows I grew up with. And so I know I'm giving my age.
Well, no, you want to hear me give you my age? Okay, let's see. Captain Kangaroo, Romper Room, Sesame Street.
I remember all these.
Bozo the Clown.
I remember all these.
I
I remember all these.
Magic Mirror. Let's see what we do today. You know,
Oh
all of
God, what else? It was
Romper Room.
Romper
yeah,
Room. I
Romper
said
Room,
that.
but what was
And I like Captain
Oh.
Kangaroo.
Electric
Chance
Cat-
Tug, help me out. What's the robot that's like
What robot?
Lost in Space.
Lost in Space.
Yes.
Warning,
You-
danger.
Will Robinson.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
That's the B9 robot.
B9.
There's
Thank
only
you.
one episode.
Oh
was
yeah,
referred to as
Howdy.
the
My
B9.
my wife grew up with Howdy Doody time. Howdy Doody.
Yeah,
I
the
remember
B9
Howdy
robot.
Doody.
I will give you trivia. In the Ghost Planet, the third color episode, season 2, episode 3, it's the only one where the robot was designated by an alien race of machines as the B9 model robot. But he had no name. There's a trivia question. What was the robot's name in Lost in Space? It wasn't. It didn't have a name. It was the robot. That's all it was.
Right.
Designed by the same guy who designed Robbie.
Robert Kinoshita.
Kinoshita.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
Robbie the robot in Forbidden Planet. Yeah, same designer.
Yeah. There was the other thing I found out.
They even fought
that-
each other once on Lost in Space.
Yeah.
They,
There's the other
twice.
thing I
He
found
appeared
out.
twice. Robbie was
Twice.
in
You're
two.
right. You're right. It was twice. Yeah.
They
Yeah.
didn't fight, but you're right. They fought in one episode, the black and white episode War of the Robots.
Yeah.
And then the season 3 premiere, Robbie was in Condemned of Space, which was in color.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the person didn't have a name, Gilligan's Island, but they found out it's Willie. His first name is Willie.
Leave It to Beaver. Yes, Wajamin.
Yeah,
Yes,
Leave It to Beaver.
Leave It to Beaver. I love that show too.
Oh yeah.
My parents made me watch like
How about-
Perry Mason. So.
Yeah, I was gonna say Suzanne just mentioned
Plywood
one.
just had a
How
good
about
one too.
Gumby? How about
Yeah.
Gumby?
Tom Terrific.
Going
Tom
way back,
Terrific.
How
I
to
used
do.
to watch the Lone Ranger in the
Yeah, we
Cisco.
mentioned Howdy Doody there, Chance.
How about George of the Jungle?
Oh yeah,
The cartoon.
George, jungle friend to you and me. Oh, watch out for that tree.
Tarzan.
Oh,
And the Planet of the Apes. Like I remember watching that very, very young.
TV show,
Yeah,
yeah.
but do you remember now was that the one that featured Ron Ely or Johnny Weissmuller?
I don't know. Chance.
Chance would know.
Hell.
Chance
He's talking about Tarzan. He's talking about Tarzan.
I don't
yeah,
know.
but which one?
I
was
don't
it,
know
Chance?
names.
Come on, Eli.
Was it
no one
Johnny
heard of her
Weissmuller
age.
first and then Ron Ely? Was it Weissmuller and then Ely? I think it was.
It was
I-
Ron
I-
Eli.
It was Ron Ely? Okay.
It was in the 70s.
Yeah. That's
Well,
fine.
I was in the 70s. I grew up in the 70s, son.
I was like, I don't know names.
Those were in
I don't
70s.
retain names. I will never forget a face, but I do not retain names ever.
It's okay.
It's crazy.
You were born, Chris, you
This
were
is
born in
called warehouse
75,
person.
right?
4.
Chris, 74, like my sister. Okay.
Right.
7-4.
10-4.
The Odd Couple. Tom Terrific. We've got some good ones coming down in chat as well.
Yeah.
How about Tom Slick? Tom Slick. Remember that cartoon? Yeah.
Well, how about that darn cat?
Top Cat. Top
Okay.
Cat.
Top
Hanna-Barbera.
cat. Yeah.
Yeah, we
We're
should go
still on question 1, and we've only
Yeah.
almost been live an hour. We gotta
47
move
minutes.
on.
No, wait,
move
did
on.
we all finish question 1? Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Shane went. Shane was the last one to go.
Maybe
Yeah.
we could just have long discussions and just do 2 questions. Wow. I'm just kidding.
Dan, you're awesome.
What movie did you watch as a kid that shaped your personality, values, or imagination?
Well, I'm going to have to go with The Exorcist on that one.
Okay, I'll put you
No.
first. I'm letting you go first. Let's go. Let's grow.
That's good.
I was making
Wow.
a joke, but okay. What was the question again?
What was the movie that inspired you as a kid?
What movie did you watch as a kid that shaped your personality, values, and imagination?
Oh, that's a hard one, but I'll have to go with my favorite of all time, The Night Stalker.
Kolchak.
Kolchak the Night Stalker actually carved my personality as the Night Stalker, the one that goes out and hunts down mysteries.
Darren McGavin.
I was, like I said, I became a paranormal investigator because of shows like that.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Darren McGavin, man. Oh, what a great guy.
You don't have to make me big.
Why not? That's what she wants.
Kevin,
Okay, look, I like to make the person speaking big so everybody else knows it's that person's turn to talk.
There you go, Dan.
Size matters.
Mm. Chance, stop that.
that's pretty much my answer. Just the Night Stalker.
Okay. Anybody else like
Yeah,
have
mine's easy. Mine's easy. And
okay.
you said a movie, right? A movie? Oh,
Uh,
that's
what
easy.
what movie did you watch as a kid that shaped your personality, values, or imagination?
Star Wars.
I mean,
Star
good
Wars.
answer. Yeah.
Yeah. It defined. Here's the thing. Before Star Wars, there were two movies that really influenced me, right? One, of
I'm gonna
course,
pick one.
was 2001: A Space Odyssey. I saw that when I was 4 years old. My dad took us. We saw it, in the theater, whatever. Fantastic Kubrick film, awesome. The next one that really influenced me was Jaws, right? Because Jaws made you afraid to go into the water.
Yes.
I was
And
afraid of the
we,
deep end of my pool. Yeah.
I was scared to go in a kiddie
but,
pool, okay?
but folks, understand, we were living in the Bay Area, right? Up until about 1971. And I think we went back and visited a few times. But I knew in the Pacific Ocean, over where the Golden Gate Bridge is and the peninsula, and if you go out to the Fair Long Island
Alcatraz.
and Alcatraz, you've got great white sharks in there. And I was feared because after I'd seen the film, last time I went there to the Bay Area, whatever, stepping out into the ocean and I'm literally swimming and I'm freaking the heck out because I'm thinking there's got to be a shark that has my name on it. I'm thinking as a kid, I'm literally thinking he's going to come after me, whatever the shark was. I didn't care. And I was scared. I was legitimately scared. I got caught later on. I got caught out. I was with my parents. We were visiting the Hawaiian Islands, and I got caught out over a mile away from shore. And my dad is yelling at me like, "What the beep beep beep? What are you doing out there?" And I said, "I touched the sea turtle, and long story short, that thing carried me all the way out, and I'm about 1 or 2 miles outside of shore." And of course, there are sharks out there. So immediately my childhood fear came back and I said, "Oh my God, can I make it back?" I don't know, but no, but really, seriously, those were a couple of films early on. But when I reached Star Wars, that was my love for movies. That's where I realized there can be fantasies made of movies. This is where, real life, good versus evil, it was all defined for me because you remember Lucas said at one time he wanted them to have a religious undertone, right? He said that when he started the Star Wars thing. So and of course I was like, I didn't know that yet, but I waited over 3 hours in the hot 100 plus degrees sun with my best friend Larry at the time, Larry Bartels. We waited for the film, and when we saw it, it changed our lives. I went back 3 more times to see it after the first time.
Good.
So,
All right. Anybody else?
yeah.
Okay, I can go.
Yeah, you ready to go?
Go, Tug.
Yep.
Go, Tug.
The Last
Go, Tug.
Starfighter.
It's your birthday.
Nice.
This movie, like, I mean, I was a gamer
Good
practically out of
God.
the womb. So like when I saw The Last Starfighter, it was the idea of like this kid from I grew up poor. Like the first 9 years of my life, I was living in the slums. And so the idea of this kid from a trailer park just playing video games and not knowing what he's going to do with his life suddenly gets wrapped up in this like space adventure and saves the world and all this stuff, saves the whole galaxy. Like, I don't know, that really like ignited a lot for me. It really like opened my eyes to just possibility and, imagination and science fiction and video games, all these things that I loved all coming together in one place. And that movie really, I don't know, that movie kind of changed me, kind of changed my life. So yeah, there you
That's
go.
understandable.
Yeah, it's
right
the one
there.
that
Feel
you
that.
mentioned. I remember from it, Robert Preston, the last performance.
Oh yeah, Robert Preston is so good in that movie.
Yeah, and I remember. Do you know who's in the trailer park neighborhood? Is Meg Wiley.
Yep, Meg Wiley's in there. Yep.
She was in the Star Trek pilot, The Cage.
There's a lot of Star Trek
The
people
alien-
in that movie.
Remember with the big head, the big misshapen head
From The
in very
Cage, yeah.
first Star Trek. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was Meg Wiley. She was one of the neighbors.
Will Wheaton is also in that trailer park, and let's see, Mark Alima, who plays Gul Dukat, is the Zandozan guy. He's like the hitchhiker who gets turned into the Zandozan. There's a lot of Star Trek people in that movie. So anyway, I'm done. Last Starfighter, great movie. It definitely inspired me as a kid.
Very
There's a
nice.
video of it on my channel.
Chrissy, Brain Benders
And
Banter.
it's got some really good space battle scenes. Oh my
It
god!
does, in fact.
What's that, Chance?
Hey, and there was supposed to be a video game.
There
And it
was,
mentioned
yeah.
in the credit and a sequel.
But
Never
somebody
happened.
did actually make the video game. Like they kind of like reverse engineered it, and you can actually buy it. It's like
I actually
$1,000, but you can buy it.
I actually saw the video game. I kid you not. I saw it in a Phoenix mall. It was called Metro Center Mall. It was in their arcade.
Yeah, I mean,
was
they do
like-
have arcade cabinets. They exist.
They
yeah.
did, and what was weird was it was only there for a limited time. Because I played it once and I sucked at it. I think I didn't even get to the galactic, whatever the barrier thing with Greed talks about. And,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well,
So
if you did good on it, you would have disappeared. So you probably come out.
Yeah, they would have taken you away.
yeah, that's another great actor, John
Dan
Hurley,
O'Hurley.
who played
Yeah,
Greed.
yeah. I
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
when I found out that was Dan O'Hurley much later in
Dan
life, and I knew
O'Hurley,
who
yeah,
Dan
right.
O'Hurley he was. It was like it blew my mind. I had no idea.
Right under all that makeup. Yeah.
From Halloween 3, man.
Yeah,
See,
Halloween 3,
Yeah.
same guy.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
Season of the Witch. Yeah. Which had nothing to do with Jason
Oh
at all.
god!
You mean Michael Myers?
It's like none of them. had anything
Or
to do
Michael
with
Myers, whatever. Sorry.
Where's
Got that all
Okay,
wrong.
who's next?
Okay.
I
Next.
got
Let's
one.
go.
All right.
Tracy's got one.
The movie I remember most as a little kid that inspired my creativity was a French movie. It was a kids movie though, but it was a French one where a little boy gets a red balloon and he lets go of it and he sort of follows it all around Paris where different scenes and different vignettes of different things going on, but he was like trying to find that red balloon again because he let go of it and it went up, but then it went sort of sailing all the way around like Paris, France, and that inspired my creativity, and that's why I became a graphic designer by trade.
Yeah, that's actually a famous movie. That's The Red Balloon.
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think it's from like the 50s or something.
Yeah, I saw it in my class when I was like a little girl. The teacher brought out the reel to reel and put it on there, and
Did
I
that
love
inspire some? Did that inspire some German girl to write a song?
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
99
that song's
Love
about nuclear war,
Balloons.
but no.
That's funny. Danny, funny.
I would tell you the name of the director and all that of The Red Balloon, but I can't pronounce French names, so we'll just say it was directed by blah, blah, blah.
You're too much. Yep.
But no, that's a good choice because that's a really good movie. It is different and it's very it does spark the imagination, so I can see that. It's a good one.
I found the name of it. It came out in 1956, and the director's name was Albert or Albert, if you want to pronounce it that way. La Maurice.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he had two of his relatives were in it. He had Pascal La Maurice was in it, and Sabine La Maurice.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and in French it's called Le Ballon Rouge.
That's right.
The red
Okay,
balloon.
fun trivia about that guy, the guy who directed and wrote and all that. Not only was he a filmmaker, he also made board games, and he is the inventor of the board game Risk.
No way.
Yes.
That's true.
Cool.
Yep.
Neato.
Yeah, and it was a short film. He did win an Oscar for Best Writing, Best Screenplay in 1957, and he's the only person ever to have received this award for a short film.
Wow.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, he's a famous dude.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Wow. Yeah,
And
I
the
just
Red
remember I
Balloon
love that
stands out.
movie.
Yeah, but it stands out, which is cool because I caught it in film school.
Yeah, me too.
I took a film class, and the wonderful thing about it is the red balloon floats throughout the city, but it's all gray. It's like dismal, and yet the red balloon stands out.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's really wow.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I looked it back up there. Cool.
Yeah, and like you, I
did
saw
that
it in
for you,
film
Tracy.
class.
Yeah, but the only thing better than one red balloon is 99.
99.
That's
Love
right.
Balloons.
Oh, Nina.
Oh, Danny. Mwah.
99 love balloons go by.
Well, there was a parody song that was done through Rhino Records. It's called 99 Dead Baboons.
Oh, good God.
Living in my living room.
I could just imagine Weird Al singing something like that.
Well, that wasn't Weird Al. It was some other group. I think it was his name was Bobby Bear or something like that. But yeah, it's called 99 Dead Baboons. Yeah, he made fun of it.
Okay, so who's next?
Who's next there, Chrissy?
Ah, da, 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 da.
Ah, ta 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 ta.
Okay. Buff. Danny already went. Buff. Tracy went. I think everybody went.
Did Sick 2210 go?
That's Buff.
Yeah, Buff.
That is Buff, right? I know.
Yeah.
He's sick. No,
Buff, are you ready, Buff?
Yeah.
Birthday twinsy.
This one's easy.
Hold
Sorry,
on.
Danny.
Whoops.
But it had to be. Yeah, no, good shit. Die Hard.
I was going to say that as a joke.
You know what? I was
Let
thinking,
me
here goes Chance. Here goes Chance. You're going to set Chance off.
No,
Go ahead.
Die Hard.
It's all about
I don't care how
perception.
corny this sounds, but it molded me between Die Hard and The Hard Way with James Woods and Michael J. Fox. It molded me to be the snarky a-hole who stares facing the danger and just makes jokes. To take a pressured situation and still find humor to get you through it. There's a guy on YouTube, Jeremy of CinemaSins, always complains about how the Avengers, how can they be cracking jokes right now? And it's just like, that's a thing that comes from battle situations, being in a tough situation. You got to find some way to crack a little humor. It's a stressful situation. I've been in a couple of these situations, and you got to find a way to keep humor, especially when you're working with other people. And it's just like, crack a joke or two, da-da-da. You can't stay stressed. And Die Hard probably threw that in my face. And it's just like, this guy is, he's in trouble. He's in trouble. Why is he still making jokes? Why am I laughing while he's being shot at? And he's still making jokes. I'm just like, okay. And you got to take danger face first, head on. Find a little positive in the negative.
Yeah.
And that's all that boils down to. But yeah, that's it.
But seriously, I watched a lot of 80s action movies because that was my family's jam. We watched, Lethal Weapon, Die Hard, the whole 9 yards. We watched them all.
Like 48 hours.
48 hours, sure. I could say they probably molded me to some extent too. And yeah, I never found it unbelievable that people would quip in high stress situations. That seems like human nature to me. That seems totally normal.
Yeah.
I completely agree with Buff because when I was overseas in the military, some of my best memories was us just kind of in a stressful situation, but trying to make light of it to take our mind off of it. And those are the things that kind of stick with you.
Those
So I
are
could totally
releases, they release the tension.
Well, I had a fun one today where I'm up here in Michigan, and look, ever since I left home a couple of days ago, I've been up here, routing me from Georgia up to the Great Lakes, and then it's back and forth between Michigan and Wisconsin or Minnesota, whatever. And it's been nothing but snowing, of course. But I'm over in Michigan, and everything's behind schedule, stressed out. I get over here to Nestle, up here in Michigan, North Michigan, and I'm supposed to live load. According to them, talking to my dispatcher last night, live load. And I'm like, oh, I'm running out of hours and everything. And I'm like, okay, I get over to Nestle. I'm like, wait, this just doesn't feel right. They told me, oh, here's your trailer. I'm like, what? Is a dropping hook? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, cool. That was the greatest moment I had in the
Oh my God, they had you preloaded. That's nice.
That was awesome. But here's the trick. It was a 46,000-pound load, and I couldn't slide my tandems because everything is ice.
Yeah.
So I'm running like 1,000 pounds over on my trailer. And I'm just like, oh, I got to find dry land. And the first patch of dry land I found was 30 miles away from the shipper on the side of the interstate. And I was just like, well, let's do it. And as I'm getting out, just cars, zoom, zoom, zoom. And there's not much of a shoulder. So I'm just running as much as I can in between the truck and the trailer, behind the trailer. Almost got clipped by a car. Fun. And I was just like, well, can't get any worse. And as I'm trying to pull the pins out for the trailer and it starts snowing. And I was like, wow, I guess it can. And I stood there in the middle of the highway because it was a break in traffic. I was like, well, while I'm out here, I might as well check the ground. And as I'm checking the ground with my feet, see how slippery it was, I started dancing. And cars are coming, and I'm just like, dancing and just, okay, let me jump back over here behind the truck. All right, before I get hit. And have fun, man. You got to find positive in the negative.
Absolutely.
I'm just glad the highway patrolman didn't see you dancing in the middle of the road, boy.
Oh, he probably would have stopped and just like, what are you doing? Yeah, it's Michigan. These guys are kind of cool up here.
Chance, I'm sorry, Chance. I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry.
Right? Brings out the baseball bat.
It's okay. I'm a YouTuber. I don't see your camera. I was like, neither do they. What are you talking about?
Chrissy, make me big.
Okay, I have something to say real fast.
Okay.
So
I got
for me,
Tracy, but go ahead.
Okay, that's no problem. So there was a 70s movie I watched. It was called The Way We Were.
Oh, yeah.
Robert Redford, that version? Which version? Because there's several versions. Robert Redford and Barbara Streisand?
That's the 70s one, right? Yeah.
Okay.
And it kind of made me believe like that I could grow up as like a writer and mention advertising in the background. And I wanted to do something along the lines of creating things. Like it's what inspired me to want to be a writer when I was very young. But I never became a writer because I had a friend of mine growing up that said like, your grammar is really bad. And I'm like, well, that's why you have an editor. Now, my high school teachers all said like, you have the best thoughts. You have the best way of structuring it and telling a story. You're really good at putting it together. But yes, you have bad grammar. And so I gave up on my dream of being a writer. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe I could like write commercials or create something. So here I am today as a YouTuber, and I'm creating and I'm writing my scripts and my different things. But yeah, it's just far from where I saw myself when I first originally saw that movie and thought like, that's what I want to be when I grew up. And the only other thing I wanted to be when I grew up was an astronaut.
Well, you're never too young to start writing. Or Ingalls Wilder didn't get published till she was 65.
At least your dream wasn't to be a monster hunter.
Honestly, save yourself the heartache.
Yeah. I mean, even if you write to yourself in your own journal. You know?
I love poetry. One of the things I really love is writing music. I love writing lyrics. It moves my soul. But it's Chance's turn.
No, I like that you write music, and you helped me write a good theme song for my show, The Nostalgic Podcast. Make me big when you can. This is not a pizza, but this is something to do with what Tracy said. This came to me from St. Louis, Missouri. This is a film carton.
No way.
I didn't send it to him.
Inside is a film can, and it says The Red Balloon.
Oh my God, really?
So that's like the little reel that you watched as a girl in school.
Yeah, that's exactly the way it was. On a projector.
Yeah.
Does it smell like vinegar?
Nope. Thank God. That's why I was smelling it. And it's not a nice.
Put it in your salt mine.
That's the way we saw it in our classroom.
That is incredible.
So and it's got something here. It's got like a little script.
Oh wow.
I'll have to look at it, but wait, there's more.
Uh-oh.
There's more.
I'll be right back, guys. I gotta help my dad.
I have the hardcover.
Oh, I had that book. I had that book.
Wow.
And there's the kid flying it through the air and the little stunt with a bunch of balloons. You open it up. Look. To Chance from Uncle David, it says right in the front.
Oh my God, you're so
My Uncle
lucky.
David was a Marine. He got the Purple Heart. He was awarded the Purple Heart and the Silver Star in Vietnam for saving his entire platoon because they were about to go into ambush. And
It's very,
he
yeah,
warned them.
it's a very creative book.
Yeah, I love it. It was so sad at the end too when the balloon. Can we spoil it?
Mm-hmm.
It gets deflated by bullies that throw rocks at the
Mhm.
balloon.
I think the statute of limitations for spoilers is ran out.
Yeah. 1957. I'll just show
Yeah, I
you.
remember those books. Yeah, it was a picture book.
Yeah, it's great. And I have the film like I just showed, but that's the original
Oh
film.
wow.
Let me show the bullies real quick.
That's why people love you, Chance. Somebody comes up with something so freaking obscure as the red balloon, and you got
Like
all
me.
this.
He's like got a copy of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
In a book.
man, what the heck?
that's
had the
incredible.
My
Yeah.
mind's blown
I've never even
tonight,
showed this or talked about it on my show, The Nostalgic Podcast. I need to do that. Hey, I thought of a good topic I'm going to do. TV idiots. Characters,
Fun.
characters and actors that are stupid. And
So many.
yeah, there's so
You
many.
include actors. That's just
Gomer,
crazy.
you got Gomer Pyle, USMC. You've got. I mean, I
Sure.
don't want to spoil it.
Like Kramer.
Don't
Kramer, yeah.
steal my idea, y'all. Let me do it first. Then you do
Yeah.
it.
Oh, look
Then
at
you
that.
can rip
That's
me
so
off.
cool.
But one more, and let me see. I'm trying to get to the bullies. There's the bullies. Good casting on the bully boys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
they
do
look like
look
bullies.
mean.
Those are the bully boys.
Bully
And
boy.
look, they're a-holes. And then, yeah, look, they're beating him up. You can't really see, but there they are
Yeah.
attacking the boy.
That'd be a good name for a punk band, the Bully Boys.
Look at the bully boys. Yeah, it does sound like I just came up with something else good. The bully boys. I've never heard that. I like that.
It
The
sounds like a
Oh.
British punk band. Yeah.
It does.
Right.
That's a good shot.
Oh,
How about
yes,
that?
it is. Yeah. Like I said, I had that book many moons ago.
Yeah. And there's the bully boys surrounding him, our hero, in the desert.
They're gonna pop that balloon.
And,
And there's a lot of them Bully Boys, ain't there?
and then they crushed his balloon with the rock. That made me
Yep.
cry as a kid. I was like, oh no. And then all these balloons from all over the world come and they save him. Isn't that a pretty shot of the sky?
Yeah, it is nice.
And then there they are appearing to save the day. And then
Now I feel like I don't need to watch the movie.
there he's
I
going,
really don't.
carried
Cliff
away.
Notes, yeah.
He's getting carried away.
Matter of fact, I feel like I might not want to see the movie.
But it's still got great cinematography,
Yeah,
And,
it does.
front to back. You know,
Today
there's the
they would
back.
consider that an indie movie.
That's it. So I heard you say the red balloon, so I had to go and hunt this down.
Wow, I can't believe you found
So
that.
cool.
Let's see
There
if
you go.
You are
That
the
is so
man,
great.
Chance.
Well, thanks. You are too.
I love that movie when I was a kid.
All right. So we can now.
Move
Here,
on.
let me make you. Yeah, there we go.
There we
Oh,
go.
oh,
Oh, I had it, and I messed it up.
there we go.
What year was that
Thank
movie?
you.
56.
57, wasn't it? When the
No,
50s?
it's 1956.
56.
56.
Not in 55, released in 56. Yeah.
Yeah, it came out during the French New Wave, but it doesn't feel like a French New Wave movie, which is a good thing because French New
But,
Wave movies are awful.
yeah. But as I said, it was a family affair, Chance. You had, you know, the director, Albert.
Is it only 30 minutes long?
Yes, it's a short. It's all
Short
it is.
movie.
And you had two of his family members in it, Pascal and Sabine.
It's a full 30 minutes, so it's not like a half-hour TV show, 25 minutes.
No, it's very
No,
short.
no, it's 30 minutes. It's
Yeah. It's full.
yeah.
Guess what? It is on YouTube.
I figured it probably would be. Yeah.
Oh wow, I have to see that again. Thank you, Dan.
Hey, when you're in Atlanta, Tracy, come over. We'll have a private screening. Red
Oh,
balloon.
cool.
Yeah, it's actually 34 minutes long. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, full
Yeah.
30 minutes. Over 30 minutes.
Hi, TD.
Hey,
TV.
TD!
How's it going,
If
lady?
anybody's interested, I just shared it out on my Danny Staten channel.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see it again. I haven't seen it since college. So
Oh wow.
When you look
Yeah,
when you look at the post, it might say something like 99 red balloons or something.
Hey, Chance.
I love that.
Finding on
Hey,
Wolftown.
and she mentions Captain Kirk in the lyrics. I love that. In
Yeah,
the
that's
German
right.
version, everyone's a superhero. Everyone's a Captain Kirk. Yeah.
So I think everybody's answered the second question except you, Chance. Did Chance answer this question? What movie did you watch as a kid that shaped
What
your
movie? Well,
personality?
movie or movies, right?
Superman,
I can be
right?
quick because Mikey, I agree. Star Wars, it would be Star Wars. So I
Star Wars,
Luke.
yeah.
I want to be Luke Skywalker. So that's all I got to say about that. And
Okay.
more on my channel about all that.
Well, then I'm sure BBB wants me to crack the whip. And let's move on to the third question.
Wow.
What
questions.
song or music artist from your childhood still hits you emotionally today, and why? I'm going to go with Chicago, the band Chicago, because I listened to a lot of Chicago when I was a kid. And there's just something about the romantic lyrics, you know, you're my inspiration, so on. I mean, there's like a million songs, and I feel like those songs still hit me today. They still like speak to like a core part of me, my mushy side. And I still dig Peter Cetera's voice. His voice was like nobody else's voice. So Chicago without Peter Cetera, still good but not great. But
I loved
Chicago
it
with
with the
Peter
original
Cetera,
lead.
amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
Peter Cetera is great, but I like the originals best.
Okay, yeah, like you can go way back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anybody really know
Yeah.
what time it is and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a great song.
Well, yeah, they were called at the time Chicago Transit
Authority, right?
Because
Then they had
that's
to
what it was
change
called
it.
in
And
Chicago.
well, they changed it because
Yeah.
Chicago, Illinois got pissed.
Yep.
And they said, "No, you can't call it that because that is our
That's
transit."
ours. Okay, so we'll just name it after the whole city. Fine.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Mine's really easy. I've got
Okay,
only
go for
two
it.
bands that inspired me. Growing up as a little kid, I loved the Beatles. Whenever my mom would play it, my dad play it, I'd be dancing, I'd be singing, doing whatever. Loved the Beatles. The other band I grew up with as I got older, the Police. I went to 2 Police concerts.
I'm gonna say that. Oh
Yeah, I love the Police. I went
That's why
to
you
2
go
Police concerts in '83 and when they reunited in 2007. And in between, I saw Sting solo 9 times.
Wow.
Every time I've listened to a Police or Sting song, it gets me. It's like, in the heart. It gets me right here every time because the lyrics make so much sense. And if people would really listen, and I mean really listen, some of today's kids, right, have no clue, right, when it comes to music. But if they would really listen to a Police or Sting song back then, they would know. I mean, they would understand. That's how hard he hits. Like Sting does not hesitate. He goes right for the jugular. He goes right for your heart. And you feel it every time. Like, the song, that you listen to, Every Breath You Take, right? Well, that was because he fell in love with Trudy Styler, the next door neighbor, while he was married to Frances Tomelty. I mean, that you can't fake stuff like that. You can't.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it's just, and people say, well, yeah, it's a stalker song. Well, no, duh. He fell in love with the next door neighbor's girlfriend, the girlfriend of Tomelty. No kidding.
Stranger Things.
I mean, so,
Now I'm gonna have nightmares.
He did. And that last song that really got to me was when the 9/11 attacks, of course. And so he was wondering, questioning in his villa, okay, outside Tuscany, Italy, and he was wondering and questioning whether or not he should do a concert that night. And he did. And it was free. And it was available on public broadcasting station down there where I saw it in Tempe. So I watched the whole thing. I was there. I watched it. Yeah. It was great. And really inspiring to everybody. Yeah, really was. That's my story. Yeah.
They say Sting is really cheap as a person in real life. He's very, very cheap. A lot of stories out there.
Well, that might be true. But
tipping,
Suzanne and I met him. He was a great person.
I'm sure he is. But there's a lot of stories out there that he's a tightwad.
Well, I don't blame him for that.
He's a great writer.
I'm sorry, Chance. I've heard worse. I don't blame him for being a tightwad. Believe me, I've had so many people yell at me or, question me and go, why do you like Sting so much? I said, well, I've seen him 11 times, seen him 11 times live. That's dedication, I think.
He's a great musician. Like,
no, he's performed with some great people too.
Look at Dune, the original Dune. He's good in
Yes.
that.
He wanted to do that
yes.
nude. They wouldn't let him. That's why he
No,
has the winged
that's right.
thong.
He would. Well, no. Okay. Here's what I heard. He only wanted to go in his skivvies, the blue skivvies that he was wearing originally, and he wanted to go like topless, at the top, whatever, and fight Mo Adib, played by the great Kyle MacLachlan. And they said, "Oh no, you don't." David Lynch even said, "No, you got a good-looking body, Sting, but no, you got to fight him. You got to fight him clothed. Come on now,
That movie makes me sick. I swear.
I was
It hit the hardcore note with me, boy. Ah.
That's the David Lynch part.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's next? Who's next?
I've got
Tracy.
Go ahead, Tracy.
Go ahead, Tracy.
My mom, who passed away years ago,
Oh,
she used to love to listen to Peter, Paul, and Mary and Joan Baez and all these other wonderful folk singers. But what really kills me is that song 500 Miles or Leaving on a Jet Plane.
yeah.
I can't listen to those songs anymore. The last time I did, I was messed up. I
Yeah.
mean, I had tears going down my face and everything. I was not in a good sense of the mental psyche there. It dug a hole, and it's like the hole just became brand new all over again.
Yeah. Was that the one 500 Miles by the Proclaimers?
No, not that one.
No, not that one. 500 miles, 500 miles.
I had a hammer.
Another one from Joe.
I had a hammer.
Yeah.
If I had a hammer, was that one of the ones?
Yeah, they sang it, but a lot of their stuff was already done by other people, or guys in Mississippi who were like African American singers who sang like blues and stuff too, and it's like everybody shared their songs back in those days. But yeah, I cannot listen to Leaving on a Jet Plane for
That's
life
sad.
of me.
That song is sad. Yeah.
No, I totally get it. Yeah, one of my dad's favorite songs was "Leader of the Band" by Dan Fogelberg. I can't listen to it. I will be bawling if I listen to it.
That song is good.
That guy's underrated. He can sing. Dan Fogelberg.
Yeah, no, Dan Fogelberg, one of my guys.
Same old Lang Syne.
Air Supply.
Oh, no, that's it.
Ah.
Michael Steve, one of my roommates in college, played bass guitar background for him. And that Auld Lang Syne song is the one that makes me bawl my eyes out.
That one is a very
same
old
Lang Syne.
song.
Yeah, the same Auld Lang Syne. Yeah, that makes me lose it.
I'm okay until the very end where he starts talking about feeling that same old familiar pain and
oh god,
oh no,
my heart's already being wrenched.
Yeah, I like soft rock as well as hard rock.
Yeah,
Same
there was
here.
I'm not afraid of that.
There's one more song I wanted to mention, if Chris will allow me. Back in 2007, my two favorite singers, Sting and Sheryl Crow, did a song called "Always by My Side," "Always by Your Side." That song every time makes me bawl my eyes out. Never stops. It always happens. Like towards the end, and I finally got to see the video of it, and that's where he kisses her on the, Sting goes and kisses her on the front of her forehead. Because at the time she was going through her breast cancer. She was going through that. And she was just recovering. And it was sincere. And it makes me, I lose it. No way.
See,
I cannot go through that song without crying every single time.
Tracy, anything else on your list?
Yeah, there was that song Drops of Jupiter from Train? I always think of my mom when I hear that song. So it's like I can't listen to Drops of Jupiter anymore either. It tears me up.
I have a couple of songs that do that to me as well.
Which ones?
My grandparents, their movie that they kind of dedicated to each other was Dr. Zhivago.
Oh wow!
And so Somewhere My Love
My
was a song.
My
grandpa played it on guitar, banjo, and 6 different instruments. My grandma could play it on the organ and the piano. It was just so beautiful. But I grew up with that movie and their memory of loving each other that much. And that was really special.
That's so cool.
And something that moves me is The Wind Beneath My Wings by Bette Midler from the movie Beaches.
Yeah.
That one. And I'm sorry.
Talk about
I know that
depressing
this
movies.
is a really sappy thing. Hi, Roddy. I know it's a really sappy thing, but and I know that they play a way too much, especially for dog commercials and stuff. But
Yeah.
Sarah
Sarah
McLaughlin,
McLaughlin.
Oh,
Nobody can make
God.
you cry like Sarah McLaughlin.
Yeah.
in the heart of the angels, yeah,
Yeah.
in the arms of the angels,
the
yeah,
arms
that
of the
one
angel.
it
The
moves
song's called
me.
just Angel, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't believe how much I hate that song.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, Dan. I still love you.
I don't do think that I don't like that song at all.
It's okay. We played it at my grandma's funeral,
Oh,
and
God,
we
it makes
made a
it worse.
video. We made a video of all of the memories of her, and we played that song, and it's just got a place in my heart now.
I still haven't forgiven Sarah McLaughlin for, like, in the middle of Toy Story 2, which is a kid's movie. There's this one segment where she's singing the song about when someone used to love me, and you're watching this toy being passed down. You know, it's just like, no.
I
What is
know.
this?
There's nobody can make you cry like Sarah McLaughlin. I swear.
Oh my gosh.
And my favorite movie of all time is City of Angels. Period. Like it
Wow.
is just
I
my
like that movie, too.
favorite movie. Tug, if you ever do City of Angels, I will be
All
there.
right, I'll let you know. It's
Yes.
a good movie.
Yes.
I haven't seen it in years, but it's a good movie.
I've seen it
Oh
a
my
long time ago,
God.
too. It's not
That
one they
is
play a
my
lot.
favorite. And then my favorite comedy is Grandma's Boy. I know. I'm weird, but whatever. We're all weirdos together.
So it's my turn yet?
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Go
I want to
ahead.
get it out of the way. Okay, let's see. And it was like a song from my childhood that still is emotional today. So the song would be even more emotional today. It goes something like, how does it go again? And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain.
That would be Frank Sinatra's My Way.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll say it clear.
Yeah.
I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I traveled each and every highway and more, much more than this. I did it my way.
Yeah.
I love that song, man. I loved it as a kid. I even means even more now that I'm really old.
Yeah.
That's
You know
a
what
good
scares
song.
me though, Dan? I heard that they banned that song from Japan entirely because apparently some people were made unalive when they heard the song. It made
Oh
them
no.
depressed. It made them so depressed.
They were tired of people singing in karaoke as well.
Right. Right.
Oh
Kind of
geez.
weird, wasn't it? Yeah. Kind of weird. Yeah.
Oh
And it
wow!
has
Look at that from
memorial.
TD. Look what TD.
Interesting, TD.
That
That's a
TD
weird
knows.
fact.
TD knows what I'm talking
Oh
about.
my gosh.
TD
Yeah.
comedy parody YouTube channel. Recently, a woman who murdered her husband sang that on stage at her husband's memorial.
Oh my
Special kind
gosh.
of messed up.
Yeah, that's psycho times 5 right there.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I dated that girl. Okay, who has Shane? I don't think Shane's answered this question.
But he did.
What's the question?
Music, like a song that hold on, let me get the
Shane, didn't you sing that Frank Sinatra song on Grump's channel? On
I
karaoke night?
do that for regular. There's like 2 karaoke places I go to, and one of them
Yeah.
they demand I sing that. That and a bunch of other stuff. I don't know, but that's one of the songs people always request of me.
I remember that night doing karaoke on Grumple's channel, and you sounded really good, Buff. It's a really good song for your voice.
Well, I'm a musician. And
Yeah, exactly.
no, what's the question?
The
Oh,
question.
okay. What song or music artist from your childhood still hits you emotionally today, and why?
Oh, wow, 2 of them. Funny enough, they cross paths. Weird Al and Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson's just somebody I grew up with, of course, naturally. seeing the success of a black family, blah 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 blah. But Weird Al, maybe more because a lot of my songwriting introduction into learning how do you say play by ear to some of my favorite songs. Some of my favorite songs were parodied by him. But
Oh, wow.
like as songwriting, love to sing along the songs, but sometimes you like to put your own lyrics to it. And me and a band we was in high school, we made a thing out of it. Now, stop me if this offends you, and I'll keep talking.
Uh-oh. This ought to be
We
good.
we found a sort of say I don't want to say niche. I don't know, I think I'm gonna use that word wrong, but we found a thing where we're punk garage hardcore band, metal and stuff. And there was this church one of our buddies went to. Was just like, oh man, they got this teen church. Yeah, they'll have bands come up, from the kids from the congregation and everything. That I was like, huh. Now we're over here at the teen center on the bad side of town, just expletive, playing all the covering corn and all this stuff. It was like, I got an idea. I took a couple songs, 311's Beautiful Disaster, couple corn songs, couple System of a Down songs, and just rewrote the lyrics to make them kind of Christian-y.
Mm.
And the first one we did was 311's Beautiful Disaster, and I rewrote it as You Are My Master. And we recorded it, and I played a demo for the teen leader of the teen pastor, whoever that guy was. He was like, oh man, you guys sound kind of good. Yeah, da, da, da. He had no idea who 311 was. And we got the gig. We got paid. And and a couple of the kids in the congregation, like, we got done. We did like 3 songs. It was like, dude, that was 311. I was like, yeah. Y'all got to come back. I was like, well, if they'll have us. I was like, what did you do? It was like, I just rewrote the lyrics, man. I don't believe in all this crap. We made money off of it. Yeah, call it sin if you want to. We didn't care. We were playing music. It was about music, all right? The message, whatever. If you took out of that song whatever you wanted to take out of it, when I switched the lyrics, just today seems like a good day to get down and praise you. It's just, hey, why doesn't it work? Why not? Make money off of suckers. But anyway, Weird Al, that's the influence that went on to me, is just the parody songs.
That's funny you
That's a
mentioned
great pick.
311. My friend was a part of that band in its early days.
We didn't care.
Tug.
Oh, oops, my mic was muted. Yeah.
Mine was too for a while.
Yeah, we're all getting really good at doing that. Because there's a couple times tonight I tried to talk and I was like, oh wait, I'm muted. Whoopsie.
I just keep like having to blow my nose, so I keep muting it and then forgetting to unmute it.
Aw.
I don't usually turn it on unless I got something to say.
Oh, quick fun fact of Weird Al. His song White and Nerdy
Yeah.
that he did off of Chameleon there.
Yep.
He said this about 80, it's like about 70 to 80% of that song, the stuff he's talking about is like his real life.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
All good art is about yourself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Todd, thank you for understanding there in the private chat. I'm
Oh, I
in mourning right
completely understand. Even though I'm not a football person, I get it.
now. I'm in mourning.
San Francisco? You talking about? Yeah, the San Francisco got blown out.
Yeah, my
No,
whole
they
family.
got destroyed. They got
Yeah.
destroyed.
I heard my
Destroyed by
dad
the Seahawks.
ranting. I heard
Injuries.
my dad ranting. My dad's not even a 49er fan. He was just ranting.
But
I was
he
like,
was screaming.
But the Bills losing was surprising to me in overtime.
Oh yeah, I called. I thought that Josh would finally get it, and then Oh, but then did you hear what happened to Bo Nix on the second to last play of overtime before the winning field goal? He broke his ankle, season-ending injury.
Oh yeah.
Bo Nix is out.
Who do you think's going to win the Super Bowl then?
Well, I don't think Denver's going to make it with Jarrett Stidham. I'm sorry, Denver's not going to be there.
He hasn't thrown a football in 2 years.
I actually want my friend Lemon Pie. He's pulling for the Texans. The Texans have never been there.
They beat my Steelers, so F them. But you're supposed to root for the team. Anyway.
I mean, my Niners stopped the Eagles, but then barely. But then they get killed. I'm like,
you hate worse in your conference.
I know. I live in the NFC town, Atlanta.
Okay, well, look, I'm a Bears fan. I was surprised that they beat Green Bay last week, or I was like, what?
They have
We're
a
still
tough
in
game
it.
tomorrow.
I was happy for the Bears.
They have a tough game tomorrow. 6:30, right?
Yeah, you got to play Stafford and the Rams. I really don't want the Rams to go back there. So would you do me a favor, Chris, and have the Bears beat the out of them?
Stafford's from Georgia.
Well, I can try to
Oh,
yell.
yeah, go Rams, baby. Stafford,
I
baby.
can yell, but my dad already said he hasn't got a single game wrong for the playoffs yet, and the Rams are going to win tomorrow. And I'm like, thanks a lot.
Is he playing for money? Did he do fantasy football or anything? Any bets?
No, but when I get football pools at work, I bring them home and let him fill them out, and then I split it with him when I win.
Yay.
All right.
I don't even
Can I
bet
answer my
money.
question real quick?
Hi, Roddy.
Mine are just friendly bets. I don't even bet money anymore. I lost a lot of games, and I was like, forget this. I'm not.
Well,
gonna
I
bet
realized that my dad is so good at it that I started bringing the football pools home, and my dad just nails it. I win big money sometimes.
Yeah, Louisville's just like an hour away from me. I've been there many times.
Really?
What is that, Chance?
It's one of my baseball bats.
It's a Louisville Slugger, obviously.
Yeah, nice.
The big guns.
Can I answer the music question? And I'll be real brief.
Absolutely.
The one that
please.
touched me emotionally would be Olivia Newton-John. There's a song I saw her in concert a lot. I sound like a real sissy, I know. But there's a song called, you probably never heard it, Don't Cut Me Down. It's about cutting down trees. It's not real hippy-dippy. It doesn't hit you over the head with the environmentalism. It's one of her songs later in her career, but it's really, really good. I remember with my girlfriend and I just looking at each other, we were so moved. That song, Don't Cut Me Down. But growing up, depending on the time of my life, Duran Duran, Don't Laugh. Again, another sissified answer.
I like Duran Duran.
I like Duran Duran because it helped me get closer to the girls. I would pretend to be gay.
Hungry like the wolf, are you, boy?
I would pretend to be the gay friend.
Oh God!
What's the Duran Duran song, Chance?
Chance strikes again.
What is my favorite?
Yeah.
Here we go, Puff. Here we
would
go.
have to say the reflex. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh God, that.
No, I like the obscure B-side songs like Late Bar. That was on their first album. That was one of their songs from
I thought you
Planet
like
Earth.
Girls on Film.
I like that too. And that music video was R-rated. MTV had to censor it. They aired it, but yeah, it showed two women kissing and they were
Directed by the same guy who directed Highlander.
Well,
Did you know no, I don't care about nudity. I sound like an immature teenager, but there is nudity in the Chauffeur, a black and white music video from the Rio album.
There's only one Duran Duran song I've ever liked the most is Ordinary World. I sang it for a bunch of people in the bar, and there wasn't a dry eye. I sang it just like the song, and I even did the high voice that Simon Le Bon hits near the end, and everybody was just like, wow.
Yeah, if I heard you sing that song, I'd probably cry too.
We just say Chance knew what he was doing, man.
But and they did a James Bond song, View to a Kill. They pulled it off.
Not a View to a Kill.
Meeting you with a view to a
Yeah, View to a Kill. You're right. Yeah.
That was a good song.
I'm sorry, my brain wires crossed. Sorry.
That's all right.
It's like, what is going on right now? I was like, this is utter chaos. What is happening?
I used to own the album where the reflex came from, the Seven and the Ragged Tiger. I used to own that album. Yeah. Good album.
Next question.
Oh, Seven around. Yeah, that's
Thank you. Thank you, Buff.
I like Rio the best.
Oh,
Me
Rio's
too.
a good one.
And I had
I
all
love
the
the,
dance mix, the 45 records, like the dance extended versions of some of the
Yeah,
best.
yeah.
They
Well,
released
I
one
got to watch videos.
Yeah. Oh man, I love those. God damn.
I love those videos. Yeah.
You guys ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Who was the most influential person in your childhood, good or bad? And what did they teach you?
Well, I could start with this one and go ahead and get it out of the way because I need
You
to
got
hop off.
I
gotta
think
get
we
up at,
all
like,
do. Like we're
well, I gotta drive through Chicago in the morning. Yay!
Ooh. Hey,
Get
pick
over
me
there
up
with
some
them.
bear stuff.
Nope, can't
Yeah.
stop. I just say, well, two of them, Richard Pryor and Red Fox. Those are two comedy albums.
Oh God.
Hmm? The two comedy albums I found too early in life because they were my mom's records.
Aw.
Richard Pryor's that is crazy,
That N word's crazy.
and
Yeah.
Red
Yep.
Fox's Red Fox at Home, and just the solid difference between those two albums, the filthy raunchiness of Richard Pryor and then the clean, just hysterical humor of Red Fox. The two of those molded together really impacted my personality and still stick with me to this day. Y'all know I'm in Butthole and it's snowing right now. It wasn't supposed to snow tonight. Okay. That's fun in the morning. Anyway, but yeah, those two, Richard Pryor and Red Fox.
Good answers. Good answers.
I think those are good answers too, because I also remember Eddie Murphy.
Raw. Oh, Eddie Murphy,
Raw
yeah.
and Delirious.
Classic.
Raw and Delirious.
Raw was a movie, of course. Yeah.
Mhm.
The actual
But
release
Raw
of
and
it-
Delirious.
That's about 15 or 20 years
Wait.
after the stuff he was talking about.
Wait, I gotta add one more to that. Just because of his stoicness, and he was pretty much comes with the package of Richard Pryor, Gene Wilder. Gene
Yeah.
Wilder
Oh, yeah,
could
yeah, yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
keep a straight face and insult
was
you, but
good.
make you laugh out loud at the same time.
Mhm.
That man was a genius. All right, I'm done.
Silver Streak, Stir Crazy is my favorite of the two they did. I did
Let's
three. They
see.
did more than
Can we
Yeah.
mention
Mine was
personal?
producers.
Sorry. Go ahead, Tracy. Sorry.
No, my favorite movie with him is The Producers with Zero Mostel.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great classic.
Time for Hitler.
And remember The Lady in Red because it showed Kelly LeBrock naked.
Oh my!
Oh, God,
that's
Chance.
amateur. I'm always
Chance
talking about
strikes
music.
again.
I'm always
Yeah,
talking
he
about.
does.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I sound so immature.
No,
Come on. Do you see my
Don't
face
apologize.
expression?
Tracy, Chrissy. May I go next? Because mine will be very quick. I promise.
Sure.
Okay. So there are four people. There are only really four people that have influenced my life. And I'm going to say my wife, number one, because she saved my life. And she literally did. And my wife is number one in my heart and in my soul. She saved me. And I've been happily married to her now, technically for 10 years, but 11 since we got married in Niagara Falls before that, before we went down to Arizona, got married. But there were three other people in my life that were most influential. One was my freshman priest. I was in a Catholic high school for my freshman year, and his name was Father Al Horman, Hoorman. And he passed away a few years ago. Really inspirational to my life. He was the one who taught me patience. He was the real one who taught me patience in school. Because I'm an ADHD kid. I had Asperger's, all that crap.
No.
And I have it. And I mean, but Father Al looked beyond that and said, look, I know there's a way that you can be patient. Just ask God for patience. That's all you have to do. You don't even have to pray. You just ask him silently, hey, I'm asking for patience. And he helped me so much. I miss him. The other one
Guns
was
N' Roses.
Father
Patience, right? Guns N'
Yes.
Roses.
He made me a patient man. The other one who made me laugh at life and say, hey, God gives you these little moments where you can laugh and not even think about it. And his name was Father Robert Skagen. He was a guy who actually married my first ex-wife. He married the two of us, but for one time. But throughout life, he was great friends to my family, to my cousin's family, everybody else. He was just a natural. I mean, he could make people laugh, but he could also make them feel important. Like he never talked down to anybody. And I mean, he was just that good, right? He was fantastic. The last person, the great Robin Williams. I never laughed so hard until I finally spotted him on, the Happy Days thing. And then he was on Mork and Mindy. He did all those other films, and I even passed through his tunnel on the way back.
I loved Mork and Mindy. Nanu.
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 Right? Yeah. Who played his dad?
Nanu.
Right. His son. Who played
Jonathan Winters. Yeah.
One of the funniest. Yes, Jonathan Winters. Later on, one of his funniest things he said was, "More Colin Orson, come in, Orson, come in, you big, humongous statue of a man."
Yeah, and who is Pam Dauber's husband for a long time?
Oh, it was the guy from Airplane.
Yes,
wasn't it?
He played a serial killer in a terrible.
Robert Hayes? Was it Robert Hayes?
No. Mark Harmon.
Mark Harmon.
Mark Harmon.
And
his sister was the Tic Tac girl, Kelly Harmon, the half calorie breast mint. But who did he play?
Remember that?
What was the serial
do you
killer?
remember that funny movie that Mark Harmon did called Summer School?
Yes,
that was hilarious.
Sure. But he did The Deliberate Stranger. You must see it. It's so well done.
That's one of his best movies, man. Honestly,
that is so scary. He plays Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy. It was a 2-night event on NBC.
Yeah.
Scared the hell out of me. It was just so creepy. Anyway.
Really? And what's it called?
Florida. He came through Florida. He came through Tallahassee, to be exact.
God, that's so sick.
And I mean, like, he killed women right not far from where I live.
It's terrible.
Well, he got captured somewhere out west and been in jail, and then he escaped and went to Florida and killed a bunch of ladies.
But
really?
He jumped out a window in the library. Yep.
Well,
isn't that a strange couple though? Pam Dauber and you don't think they've been married for decades and they're still together. Pam Dauber from Mork and Mindy and Mark Harmon. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I lived through when I was a kid. Like I said, when I lived in the Bay Area in the early years, we had to be careful of the Zodiac killer. Remember when he was stalking all the streets and shit?
My parents were in San Francisco.
I hadn't heard that joke in years, though. You know, what was the best thing Mark Harmon ever done?
Yeah.
Pam Dauber.
No.
Pam Dauber. Oh, this.
This is for Buff. Red Fox.
I want that. I want one of those copies.
This is the best live comedy video from 1983 in Las Vegas. It's hilarious.
Yes, I want a copy of that.
Go to bed
Can you
now.
make me a copy?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can just rip it from YouTube. It was on there.
Okay.
Red Fox in a plain paper wrapper. It's one of the best. And Shane will remember this. There was one. My girlfriend wouldn't let me buy it. I was dating this wonderful Jewish girl. She would not let me buy this album. She thought it was racist. It's called Richard Pryor Super N-word. Can't say it. Rhymes with bigger. I'll just say super bigger is the name of the record. And it shows him flying before Superman 3. It shows him in a Superman costume flying on the cover. She goes, "You are not." She drove us to a record store. She goes, "You are not putting that in my car." She wouldn't let me buy it. I'm like, "Oh, I want this. It's only $1. I've never heard this comedy record." She wouldn't let me.
Hey,
and it's a black guy's record. I'm not racist. It's the name.
No.
I'm like,
but Chance, did you know? You probably did know this, but did you know that Eddie Murphy was originally going to be chosen for the role that Richard Pryor played in Superman 3?
I don't know if that's
Eddie
true.
Murphy was the front runner. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe that. I've never heard that, and I don't know if that's true. What's your source?
Tug's face looks weird.
I've seen behind the scenes. I watched behind the scenes.
He was supposed to be in
I
Star
can't
Trek
see
4.
Danny's face, but I can see Tug, and I'm like,
No. The reason I say that's wrong,
Even Tracy.
no disrespect, is because Superman 3 was shot in 1982, and Eddie Murphy wasn't even a thing, really. I mean, he was on Saturday Night Live.
And Richard Pryor got the job because of that interview he did where he said,
"Thank you, Danny."
Johnny Carson with Johnny Carson on the Tonight Show. That's the story.
Okay, all right.
No, Mikey, I'm not. You're my brother. I'm just saying.
No. I'm sorry. It was probably just a
You probably got your wires crossed. It happens. Yeah.
Okay, it happens.
No, but there were a few black actors that were considered in that time frame before Richard Pryor took the job, right? Until he got it. So yeah.
I don't think they necessarily wanted a black person in Superman 3. I think it's
Maybe.
just their passion. No, I know, Tug, you know that it was his passion for Christopher Reeve and Superman, and his interview, his classic interview with Johnny Carson. He talked about that, how he'd love to be in a Superman movie. And so the Salkinds, the producers of the show, and Pierre Spengler, they offered him the role.
Yeah. I remember how Robert Vaughn got it, though, as the villain.
Yeah. Ross Webster. He was from The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
I honestly believe that when people write things, I want to ask you guys, you movie people, all of you on here right now are movie people.
Yes.
But do you actually consider a character when you're imagining the story of being a certain ethnic background or looking a certain way, or what you image them? Like when you read a book, you picture in your mind this characters, right, as you're reading the book. But then when you see the movie, you're like, that's not what I pictured at all. But as a writer, right, as someone creating it, do you imagine them and visualize them in your mind?
I usually do. And I usually go out of my way not to mention it in the writing, but like just the impression that I have in my brain of a character is he's going to portray himself or herself in a certain way based on my own mental image. So like that's going to come through in one degree or another, even if I don't explicitly state it.
Okay.
So when I write characters, I know way more about them than I should, because that's how you write.
You know what? That's the same thing that goes for like your morning DJs, like back home. Larry Lujak was one of ours, and he was on WLS for a long time. And he was very popular back in Chicago. Anyhow, everybody pictured him in a different way than he was. And he did not have dark hair. He was not, a workout guy at all. He was just a skinny, blonde-haired guy.
Face for radio.
And I knew of him, so I would say hello to him every time I'd see him downtown. But I mean, it's like people just had no idea what he looked like. And
I think that's the same that goes on here in Sacramento. We had a big radio station for many, many years, and it was 98 Rock. And it was the Rob, Arnie, and Don show in the morning. And nobody knew what those three people really looked like. They just knew that those two men and that one girl played off each other really well.
Yeah.
And then when you would actually go out and actually go to an event where those three were at and you saw what they looked like, you were like, oh, that's not how I pictured them at all.
Yeah,
If you listen to the old shows like the Coast to Coast AM in the morning with Art Bell, you always heard the voice, but you never saw the face. It was 25 years later that I finally saw what Art Bell looked like,
Now, TD Comedy agrees with Mike, because I believe it, about Eddie Murphy being selected instead of Richard Pryor for Superman 3. Look, 48 Hours hit in 82. When Superman 3 was being filmed, but they make
He was hot then.
He was up and coming. No, he was on Saturday Night Live.
He wasn't hot till Beverly.
Well, no, didn't he?
It went to like
I think you're right, Tug. Like when the sound effects and stuff.
Hey, Chance, wasn't he? But Eddie Murphy was in Trading Places with Aykroyd.
In 83. Yeah, Superman 3 was shot in 82. Yeah, correct. That's when he really was getting red hot, because he already had a bomb, Best Defense, with Doug Moore. That was a bomb.
Hey, Chance, I sent you the picture.
And by the way, Best Defense was a bomb.
Thank you, Tracy. I got it too.
Better than Superman 3.
Yeah. I got it.
TD brings up a good point. Like our chatters, our regulars who show up in our chat, sometimes when we actually see their face, it's not even remotely what we're picturing, Like when Waj showed his face finally, like that was kind of what I thought he was going to look like, but not really. Like,
I honestly didn't know how to picture Wajamin at all.
Right.
All I knew is I loved him. He supported this channel. He's been honest, loyal, and dedicated. and I appreciate him. And I honestly, I could care less of what he looks like.
Yeah, it's
Like,
not
I
important.
value him.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like that mental image you have in your head of a
Yeah.
character before the character.
But I think he looks
reveals
exactly how I thought he would look.
Right.
Okay.
I think
Fair.
the best way to answer your question, Christy, is to go back just real quickly to Dune. I think when I read all the Frank Herbert books, and then when he passed, his son Brian put out a Dune book, and I even read that cover to cover. But initially when I read Dune, the first Dune, and I said, okay, what am I expecting? I don't know what actors or actresses or anything, but I got to tell you, Virginia Madsen was perfect as Princess Irulan, and that's exactly how I pictured her. And then I pictured Kyle MacLachlan as Muad'Dib. That's how I pictured him, and Sir Patrick Stewart's character, Steen's character, Sean Young as Chani. I mean, like, it was perfect. The casting was great, but you went through so many directors, till Lynch finally got it
How
right.
many crappy movies we're going to talk about tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted the movie topic, Danny.
Yeah, but I want to talk about good movies, not Superman 3 and Dune.
Okay, look,
Dune's a great movie.
When I read the book of Mice and Men,
Yeah.
I picture those characters a certain way.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't want them to ruin it and come out with a movie that takes that away from me.
I think that's a lot of the reason why people always think the book is better if they read the book first and then they see the movie, like, because it doesn't live up to their imagination.
Except for Jaws. Jaws, I think, was one.
Well, I mean, there are definitely movies that are better than the book. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it is to every rule. Yeah.
Hey, just to point this out, in the first drafts of Alien, Ripley was a guy.
Yeah. They were all asex. Like none of the characters had gender.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Tracy sent me this. This is me on Beyond the Gates last Wednesday on Paramount Plus and CBS. Is it on the screen? There I am. Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah, there you go, Tracy.
I'm watching my soap, and then this. I'm a regular wealthy guy in the country club.
Yeah, you were like, yeah exactly. You weren't a bartender.
Mid-September. We shot that in mid-September of last year, 2025.
Wow.
That was my first. I've been on it many times, so I'm back on that set on Tuesday, and I love that writing. I love that.
To like early June.
Hey, Chance, can I ask you a question? Is there a previous movie or a TV episode on YouTube that I can see where you're in it? Like you're in the movie?
Paramount Plus. All you do is look at season 2, episode 9, and then Natalie, my show's producer's in episode 10 at the bar. But do you have Paramount Plus, Mikey?
No,
I do.
It's Beyond the Gates. I'm on the thumbnail too. The thumbnail image. I'm in there. Anyway.
I do because I watch Tulsa Kings Looking for Chance.
I've seen all 3 episodes or all 3 seasons of Tulsa King. All in recaps, but yeah.
Oh my god, I love it. This last one ended so amazing.
But Tracy and my friend Daryl, he plays that dirty cop Marcel.
Oh, I like him. Yeah,
Marcel, like Daryl, I've worked with him for years on sets. He leveled up. He got with a good agency here in town, and he auditioned for the part, and he booked it. And he's got great scenes, love scenes, and everything. That's Marcel. Yeah, that's his name is Daryl.
Yeah, guys, let's try to finish so that we're almost at 2 hours.
Right. There you go.
So, anybody else who was the most influential person in your childhood, good or bad, and what did they teach you? Go ahead, Tracy.
My dad.
Oh,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. He was my inspiration because when he wasn't working at home or freelancing at home and he was doing something out of the house, or when he didn't have anything going on, as a child, like starting from like age of 3 and going up, I was always in his art room, just drawing and playing music and stuff, and just being in his room, so I wouldn't like feel like I was missing him too much, and I was like drawing things and making things. And so it's like, as long as he didn't have any artwork or anything of his real stuff to pay for the house, I mean, I got to sit in there and I got to play in there and stuff like that. And so all the art equipment I ever played with was professional equipment, so it's like I never had like child like kind of stuff. I always had like the real deal, just saying.
No, that's
I
great.
agree with Shaman. Like my
My dad
grandparents.
did a lot. I mean, he was on TV. He did. I mean, like it wasn't a show or anything, but he was like he was a art historian and a film historian. So they would ask him questions about things and stuff. So he'd be on there too, spouting off stuff that he knew,
So
and
it comes to you naturally.
yeah, and so that's how I became a graphic designer. I mean, I aced all my art classes in high school. Like to me, they were so easy, you know.
Yeah, me too. It just came second nature to me.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm the same
That's
way.
what I used to do. And my dad, I used to see him and he used to take me to work with him, which was fun, So, hey, I love that.
Tracy, tell us about the Playboy Club. You said your dad had experience working at the Playboy Club as a photographer or something.
No, he wasn't a photographer. He was an illustrator for the magazine.
That's it. Oh, how cool! That's even better than working at the club.
Yeah. But I'm sure
Oh,
you went to
boy.
the club a couple times, but I mean, But the funny thing is, like I said, my mom worked for CBS TV too, and they always came home to each other. It wasn't like there was a night where where my mom had to question where my dad was, and vice versa. My dad didn't have to question where my mom was either. You know,
I dare anybody to question where I'm at because I'm either at home or at work.
Well, you know what I'm saying. It's like
mostly at work.
I mean, it's like
Yeah, exactly.
my dad loved my mom up till the day she died.
My
He was
grandparents,
heartbroken.
my grandparents were married over 50. They were 57 years when he passed away, and they'd have still been married. I know that they would have not ever separated. But yeah, it taught me what values in relationships should be. Watching my grandparents, I think that's why I'm still like not married
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I told my husband he's my second and he'll be my last. I don't want any more man drama.
No. Me neither. I'm just like, I'm good on my own. Thanks.
TD's leaving a lot of good comments. Look at that one for Tracy. He lives.
you live through
your
Yeah.
art.
Yeah.
He does live through your art, Tracy.
Yeah, thank you. My dad, I loved him a lot. Like I said, he worked for ad agencies, so I got to go to work with him. Or like he has a friend in the city that was a food photographer, one of the top notch food photographers you'd find in the city, and
Oh,
he
wow.
always he'd take me there to watch how he would photograph the pictures. Like he'd do ads for like McDonald's or whoever hired him to do stuff. He would take pictures of what they offered on their menus and stuff. So that was pretty. I mean, it made his friend a lot of money.
Congrats, Plywood.
Oh yeah.
48 years, Plywood. Congratulations.
Cool. Plywood.
Plywood. That's amazing. And I'd like to say Plywood is part of the fun club on Corey's Comedy Channel on Sundays. So,
hey, Plywood. Congratulations.
But yeah, so
40.
that's all I know.
Gosh.
I mean, my dad was a big inspiration to me.
My
My
grandparents.
dad and I were so. And the funny thing is, my dad and I, as he got older, the both of us are like very similar people. I mean, we butt heads all the time because we're so similar.
Yeah. My grandparents were very big influences in my life. Very, very big because I went with them at a very young age. And so my grandparents, I miss them. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't think of them both.
Oh, sure, definitely.
The other day, I caught myself sending pictures of my grandbaby to my grandma's old phone number.
Oh.
Just because I was like, I can't send her pictures and I know she'd want them. So maybe I'll send them and they'll go to heaven or something.
Yeah. She sees what's going on. She knows.
I think I sent him to her old cell phone number and I was like, I hope nobody's got this number now.
So what if they do?
Yeah. I would trip if they answered me.
Can I just quickly say, Tracy, thanks for taking the time to create that little image and sending it to me. It was really sweet of you. I'm glad you noticed me in the scene and Beyond the Gates.
Are you kidding?
We always notice, Chan.
That show since the first day it aired.
Wow.
I love that show.
Yeah, and it's getting better too. I love the writing and the chemistry with the actors. It's getting good.
I like the show itself, and I mean, it's like it served my guilty pleasure along with General Hospital. Although I like General Hospital a tweak better, but I mean, it's because it's been around a lot longer.
Have you noticed the product placement with Febreze and the other Procter?
Yes, I know that. That's a pain in the butt.
Business, right? You got like the Tide, you got the Cascade.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. The product
Hey,
placement.
Chance, I want you to know it elevates us all to spend time with the real star, because you are a real star. You actually on TV and do stuff,
Please.
So you
Well,
bring the level.
I'm just climbing a ladder, man, but I appreciate that, brother. Thank you.
But you're way up on that ladder higher than most of us.
No, I know
That's
that.
for sure.
Thank you.
That's for sure.
We're
honored and complimented.
Working on at many days, but I can't talk about it. I mean, you'll really like this just because of the costumes. It's amazing. It's a period piece.
Yeah, but see what I like doing on our streams is I like talking about Chance. I like talking about my best friend Anne Marie Paserno, who is a Grammy artist for Americana music. Tyler Booth, who is trying to bring back classics. That he's a guy that Larry knows personally, my brother. There's also Jennifer Crutchfield, who is Christian music with her husband Chris, and I got to sing on one of their songs that they put together on YouTube called "We Are Warriors," and I sang background on that. And like I said, I've been in a movie, I've been in a TV series with Larry. I got to meet some awesome actors and actresses. As I said, one of the best kind was Jane Ballard from V. She treated me so kindly and helped me through a scene, which I could have never done on my own unless she helped me out. So
do you play instruments? Anyone?
Yeah, when I grew up, as I told you guys, I started recorder, then I played a flute, then I played a piccolo. I got to reenact the spirit of 1776 on a football field that was at the same Catholic school I went to just my freshman year, and I was playing the piccolo. And then I got to play drums for a friend of mine's band for a couple of years, and I played some other percussion instruments.
Okay, for us musically declined people, what the hell is a piccolo?
It's a tiny flute.
The only piccolo I ever heard about.
Okay, Dan, just imagine here. I'm going to try to imitate it. This is a flute. This is how big this is. Now go smaller. That's the piccolo.
Oh, you know what? That blows.
It does blow. It's the woodwind. It blows. Yes, I got that.
I know Tracy plays the piano. She has a grand piano.
You have a grand piano, Tracy? I didn't know you played.
No, I do not.
She put up a string on a piano, and I thought it was real.
Yeah, you thought it was real. All it is a generic background screen.
Oh, Tracy, I didn't know you played the piano.
No, I didn't play.
It's a joke. You've fallen victim to a joke.
It wasn't that piano.
Sorry, I fell for that. Okay, I'm sorry.
You can't actually see it because it's under the cover, but I do have a piano.
I used to be a part of a chorus. From
Really, Doug?
Yeah, really. There's a piano right there. But it's under a cover, unfortunately, so you can't really.
It doesn't matter. That's super cool.
That's
that is that other thing you got. That fancy.
The theremin. I do have a theremin somewhere in the basement.
Yeah, that is cool.
But what instrument did you play, Dan? What did you play an instrument growing up?
I played bass.
A bass guitar?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, not the way I played it.
My dad tried to fumble.
I was actually in 3 or 4 bands in my younger days.
That's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah, I got to sing for one band and played instruments with. His name was Bobby Cook. Really good jamioke band. He mixed real live karaoke with real live band music. We did that for 7 years. And the biggest venue we got to attend was in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's called The Venue. That's what it was called.
I was like Buzz.
I
was in a parody band. I was in a band called Bullets and Thorns, and we made fun of Guns N' Roses, and we did songs like "Welcome to the Refrigerator."
Welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the refrigerator. That's good.
Oh, that's
Hey
fun.
guys,
Welcome to the refrigerator.
can we get back on track, please?
Okay, I still haven't answered that question.
Sorry. Don't pull the goat. Don't you dare pull the goat.
I'm pulling the goat. Damn it!
No, you're not.
In the goat.
Don't you dare. Don't do that again, Daddy.
Nightmares, boy.
Okay, what's the next
I
one?
haven't answered the question about my inspirations. And just like BBB, I'm going to say it was my grandparents, specifically my grandfathers, both of them. The grandfather I was closest to because he lived close by. and he was my babysitter a lot. Was my grandfather on my mother's side. He was a military man. He was the Air Force. He World War II veteran, Vietnam veteran, Korea. He went everywhere. And he was a superhero, and I idolized him.
Wow.
And a lot of my, even to this day, a lot of just my mannerisms and my attitudes come from him because I wanted to be him. And then my other grandfather, who lived far away, lived out in Arizona, and I lived in Florida. He taught me, I don't want to say stoicism, but his favorite phrase that really like summed him up. He was like the personification of this phrase was "This too shall pass." The idea that people think it's a biblical thing. It's actually not. It's like an old Persian thing. But it's just the idea that everything is transitory, that like no matter what you're feeling right now, it will pass. If you're feeling something terrible or something terrible is happening, just let it roll over you, experience it, feel it, and you can move on. And I think I learned a lot from him about that kind of attitude, just in everyday life. Like no matter what obstacles you face or hardships that come your way, and there's gonna be some because life does that to everybody. You have to know that this too shall pass, and just approach every problem as it comes. And that's a key to being less stressed. Like no matter how terrible it is, you can get through it because you've been through everything. And like I said, this too shall pass. So yeah, my grandfathers, I idolized them both, and I feel like I've tried to build my life as a mixture of those two men. So
Nice.
Wow.
Well
Took the
said.
words right out of my mouth.
Did you see what my
That's
daughter
really
said?
inspiring. That's really inspiring, Tug.
I was going to say the same thing, but since he already said it.
Did you see what Sierra said, guys?
What did Sierra say? Oh yeah, the goat.
I mean,
That
you know
goat
what I
thing
mean?
is
That,
scary.
Did you
yeah.
pee a little?
But like I said, it's interesting that in my life that I just want to say how ironic this was that my parents, for the longest time, they wanted me to be a priest, right? But it's ironic that two priests and my beautiful wife, who's a minister, all inspired me to do other things and to be better in life, to be a better person. So
Good. Are you guys ready for the last question? Let's get through this last question.
yes, ma'am. Let's
I
go.
have to go. I gotta go. I gotta get up early, but I love you all on the panel.
Love
Love
you
the
too,
chat.
Chance.
Love you, Chance. I'll get you
Yeah,
back
love
on my
you,
channel
Chance.
eventually.
What's that? Oh,
Nice
yeah,
to
I'd love
meet
to do that. I like your topic about space battles tomorrow. I wish you could be on that one.
Chance, can I ask you a favor? Would
Yeah.
you like to do a 1v1 interview with me next month?
Yeah.
Okay, let me know. Keep in touch
Okay.
with me. We'll do one. We'll do
All
one
right.
on
Have a
my
great
show.
weekend.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. Thanks, Tug. Bye. Bye.
All right,
Bye.
Chance.
Good night,
Take care,
Chance.
brother.
Bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Love you.
I love you.
Happy trails.
I love you. I love you.
Love
he
you,
says.
love you, love you. I love you.
So
Good
cute.
night, Billy
What
Bob.
is expressing love? Come on
Great.
now.
Oh, I love Chance.
I love
Me
Chance
too.
too.
Yes,
We all said we love
man.
each
I
other
love
because
him.
we do.
No,
We really
I
truly
said, I
love
said
each
I
other.
like him remotely.
Okay, well, there you go. So, question number
another
5.
brother from another
Five.
Guys.
guy.
Number five. Number five.
Number 5.
Well, I didn't get that from number 4.
We gotta
Okay.
reel it in. We gotta reel it in. We're past 2 hours. I hate going past 2 hours. So let's reel it in.
Nice. Go ahead.
Did you have something as a child that helped you escape stress? Music, cartoons, books, games,
Okay,
etc.
answer it real quick. Writing. I learned at a very young age that I could take the people I know, put them in any situation I wanted, and it would make me feel better.
I also used writing as my stress tool, and I wrote a lot of poetry. I wrote a lot of music, lyrics.
I wrote a lot of poetry as a kid too. That was very therapeutic.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
just kind of like it. You'd feel a certain way, and it was just a way to put it on paper and feel like you let it go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Mine is simple. Read what it says below me. Music equals life.
Yes, music also. I would listen to music while I was writing, especially
It
Phil
didn't matter
Collins
what
and
it
Brian
was.
Adams.
Oh, Lord.
Wow.
It didn't matter what I saw Brian Adams in concert.
I love Phil Collins and Brian Adams when I write.
Yeah.
Sarah, right?
I saw
We
him-
talk about Brian Adams cuts like a knife.
Oh.
Oh yeah, it's like a knife, and it feels so right. Yeah.
Well, that song he did for Robin Hood, my mother loved that song, and she played it.
Oh,
over
that
and
makes
over
that-
again. I
you
hate
know
that
what?
song now because I heard it way too many times.
I heard it way too many times growing up, but I listen now when I'm writing music. I listen to classic rock, so I'll be listening to like Little China Doll, or I'll be listening to like classic rock,
Right.
like The Who, the Tubes. Like, oh God, I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Danny. I know, but I still love you, Danny. It's
While
all
y'all
right.
was doing all that, while y'all was doing all that poetry and girly stuff, I was out fishing and hunting and being a real man.
Oh,
I did that
God.
with my family. I did that with my family. But when I did that with my family, I would be the one back at, like, after we went fishing and hunting, back at camp, like writing
Right.
poetry in my butt, like, or
I
whatever.
always when it's funny is when I was going through school, all the time I needed to have the radio on. It bugged the hell out of my brother. Because
When I was in
why are you
high
playing the radio? And I said, I got to do it because I got this exam coming up tomorrow or this report I
I
got to
need the
turn in.
noise. Yeah.
Now,
See,
it's the only thing that calms me. It was the only thing that
for
calmed
me,
me.
it was just doing art.
I remember
Yes, see,
being in
right,
marching
right.
Everyone needs an
band.
outlet. Yeah.
I remember being a marching band, and we would get on the bus and we would go for hours on a school bus to go like to
Yes.
the parades or to the events.
I did
And
that a lot.
the CD Walkmans just came out, and my friends had some, and I still had the tape cassette one. And so my friends would like pop off one of their earphones, and we would sit there and share like
Listening to Discman. Because that's what it's
Discman.
called, the Discman.
Yeah, it's the Discman. Yeah.
There was no bigger lie than the anti-skip technology.
I
No,
know,
no.
right?
No.
No, that
If
was
you
a
bumped that
misnomer.
thing,
That
it was
never
skipping.
existed, Tom.
Yeah.
That never
That was a
existed.
lie.
Yeah,
It was a bald ass lie. It
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, I didn't do marching band because back then I was in percussion and I didn't feel like marching around
I was
with
in
a giant bass
percussion,
drum
and
or cymbals or anything.
I did all that.
I didn't
And I
want to do
played
that.
flute. I played flute.
Well, like I
I
said,
did it all.
yeah. Well, like I said, with Bobby's band, we had our own cars. So we just drove ourselves to the venue, into the venues, places we performed at. We didn't have like a group bus or anything, but I do recall my best buddy, Danny, who was our bass guitarist. He had all sorts of stuff in his trunk. He had one of the biggest trunks, I swear to God, to this day. He was the ultimate roadie. He brought everything. Like Bobby barely brought stuff, but this like whole thing, amps, the drums, all of the other percussion instruments I play, like more cowbell and all this other stuff in the song. I mean, oh my God. Yeah,
So when I was in an actual band, when I was in the blues rock band,
yeah.
I was the lead singer, so I didn't have to carry around a lot of. I just had a microphone and a stand.
Yeah.
Well, when I
Well,
was
we
the
would
lead
get on
singer
a
in
bus and
jazz
drive
band,
10 to 12 hours.
right?
We appeared in Knott's Berry Farm. We appeared in Disneyland. We marched in.
Nice.
So we literally did huge events. We did.
My dad was in the Indiana Marching 500, so yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
We did big football games. We did
Nice.
where we had to do field shows and stuff. So we had to practice and practice and
lucky you,
practice and
girl.
practice
That is
and
cool.
practice.
Sure.
But it was cool because everybody was in sync. And I think that's one of the things that structured me for the military later is everybody was in sync. We like did it over and over and over. It was repetition and
Regiment.
till you,
Right.
yeah, for
They had
sure. I
me-
think I was conditioned for it.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I was recommended after I did my friend's band. I was recommended in a jazz band, so I stayed for a jazz band for a year, and I was the lead singer. All they needed was a mic to give to me, and I just sang while they were playing their jazz in the background. I love that. So, like I said, I'm going to be reaching my 30th anniversary this year. My 30th anniversary as a singer, songwriter, performer in bands. That's coming up in June of this year. 30 years. I'm really proud
I love Jamin's comment here.
Yeah, me too.
At the time of my life.
And on the,
And I owe it all
all
to
the
you.
you.
I know it just
I
got
can't stand this movie mannequin anymore.
Floating over here tonight.
You know
I
what?
did that just for you, Dad.
You know what else? What movie I also loved was Top Gun.
Oh yeah, Top Gun.
I love Top Gun. It's the reason I joined the Navy
Yeah. Hey, Chrissy,
because I wanted to see
I
dudes
love
play
that
volleyball.
soundtrack. It was a good soundtrack.
Yeah. Chrissy, I want to throw in a bonus question, everybody, just real quickly. What is the one song, and I swear to God, the one song it's like you heard it on constant loop and you were like, no, every time it comes on, it would drive you nuts. Every time.
What do you
was the
mean?
one song?
If I
Lisa
played a song
Loeb's
over and
Day.
over again, I was listening to it and I was jamming. I
Which
didn't.
song was that? Which one?
I had a couple of them. I had Rehab,
No.
Bottles and
Amy
Cans.
Winehouse? Woman's dead.
Rehab, Bottles and Cans. And then I had Eminem, like, please stand up. Please stand up. Like, my daughter was verbatim in a car seat in the back of my Mustang, like, 2 trailer park girls go around the outside. Right. And then I realized, what kind of mom am I being? My daughter is verbatim in her car seat, Eminem. Like, I had to rethink my life choices at this point.
Oh my God, that's funny.
What
I remember the moment when
I'll
I realized
right this minute, but
when my
Yeah,
son
Chuck, what
actually
about
was
you?
understanding what lyrics were, like, because I would play anything in the car, and then one day,
Yeah.
it's actually a pretty innocent song. It's The Cure Lullaby.
Okay.
where
Oh,
he's
Lullaby.
talking about the Spider-Man coming into his bedroom at night and licking his eyes and stuff. And my son, who was like 4, went,
Oh
"That's
no.
not Spider-Man. That's not what Spider-Man does. What is this song?"
There was 2 songs there's actually 3 songs that if I ever hear them again, I want to rip their hearts out. I swear. If I listen to Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus, I will hurt the man.
I'm right
I'm
with
serious.
you on that one. Yeah.
And YouTube overlords, don't worry, I won't literally go after him.
In my
But I'm serious. The other one is Cowboy by Kid Rock. Oh my God, no!
Cowboy,
Please
baby.
stop.
baby.
Even when they did a radio edit, I was like, when they did radio edit, and I was like, no, you're still playing.
Okay, there's one song that gives me cringe, and
What?
it's not ever played on the radio.
What?
It was on the movie Mamma Mia.
Oh, Mamma Mia, where I go again.
Me and my daughter were watching that movie. We're like, okay, we're sung out. There's too much singing. We can't do it. It's too much. And we were
Well, you gotta understand when people. The very first album I ever won off a radio station was Super Trooper by ABBA. By ABBA, not Led Zeppelin, none of this Rolling Stone shit. Off ABBA, and I was like, wow, ABBA. Okay.
I am a huge CSI watcher, right? I love watching CSI. But
right here. Yeah.
I got way too much.
Yeah, but remember,
I really want to know.
the band couldn't sing.
Who are you?
Okay, but there's a line in it where they say, "Who the F are you?" They couldn't sing that.
I
You
know.
understand why, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't sing that line because it's part of the
CSI
song.
New York had the best Who song though. Bob
It
O'Reilly.
did.
Yeah.
Like, I love that they used the Who.
Yeah, on
I
all
really
of them.
do.
Yeah, it was
Pete
really fun.
Townsend was awesome, like with his.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
like
saw
Miami.
a video where he actually put the guitar wand through his hand
Right.
Ow.
Yep.
when he was doing the windmill.
Yep.
Oh
Like,
wow.
he put it through his hand and he just kind of pulled it off and was like, "Oh, let's just keep going."
Weird.
I was like, yeah, I was just
I
like,
think my
oh.
day was the song.
I'm sure he was on
Susudio.
enough substances that
Yeah,
he would
What
feel
what-
it.
song?
Right?
What song bothered you the most, Tracy? What was the one that you just
like I
don't
said,
hear?
Susudio by Phil Collins.
Oh,
What does it
Oh,
mean?
I love Phil
it
Collins.
mean?
Song by Chicago. Peter Cetera sings it. I can't think of the name of it right now.
Hard for me to say I'm
Call Me
sorry.
Now or something is a lyric in it.
Oh yeah,
Call Me
hard
Now.
for me to say I'm
That's-
sorry.
yeah.
Thank you. That used to be played on Chicago radio.
All the
Five,
time.
seven, every 5 songs I would
The
hear
song,
that.
They
the
did
song
an
that
extended
gets
version
me,
too.
the
I
song that
wanted
gets
to
me the
kill
same way,
myself.
that song
Oh
that
yeah,
comes
go
out
ahead,
back
Dan.
in the
Go ahead,
day.
Dan.
Go ahead, Danny.
The one that got me was the one that's called Swinging. Me and somebody and I swing, just a swinging.
I
You ever
remember
hear
that.
country crap, boy.
Just
Oh,
a
God.
swinging. Wasn't that
John Anderson.
John Anderson?
I
He did
understand.
Seminole
Yeah.
Wind. He did Seminole
Oh.
Wind and he did Just a Swinging. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah, then if you want more recent, Gangnam Style by Psy. That was on the radio every single day, every single minute.
Almost every song we've mentioned in the last 30 minutes is the kind of stuff they play to prisoners in Guantanamo Bay to torture them.
Danny.
Yeah. Well, and then I told Chance on one of our last streams, I said the song by Boston, More Than a Feeling, it is the most played song in the history of Earth. Like when it first came out, it's
Nope.
played all the time. No, I'm serious.
I got one that beats
The
that.
song that never ends.
What?
I've got one that beats that. It's called Stairway to Heaven by Led
Oh,
Zeppelin.
by Led Zeppelin? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they finally beat it, you know. That's true, though. You're right. You're right.
Guys, I'll be
Tracy.
right back. Just give me 1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead, honey.
Thanks.
No, but you're absolutely correct, Tracy. Up until that point, More Than a Feeling was it didn't matter. Wherever you were in the world,
Boston.
on any radio station, that song was playing.
Mhm.
But now
I'll
it's
tell
Led
you what,
Zeppelin. Yeah.
From sometime early in the 70s to 1988 or 89, we had this rock station called Rock 101, and
Yeah.
you could go by every 6 songs. Within that 6 songs, they're going to play this song called Turn the Page by Bob
Oh
Seger.
no.
Well, by Bob
I heard
Seger,
that song so much.
It turned a page.
my that's one of my
Yeah,
wife
how was that?
Suzanne's favorite singers is Bob Seger.
Mhm.
He loves all of his
Well,
stuff.
she'd have loved Rock 101 because they played the heck out of some Bob Seger.
I had when I was growing up in Arizona, I had 3 main rock stations. Well, actually 4, because if one was considered AM, that was cool AM or cool FM. That they were the same thing. Then there was KDKB Rocks Arizona. They even have their station logos on YouTube. You can find it. You can find it on YouTube. It's so amazing. And then I listened to KSLX 100.7. That's how I met DJs named like Ruby Cheeks, Neanderthal, Scotty. There was Dave. Dave Plant, who was over at the country station 104.7. And then he left that, and then Dave Pratt. That's his name, Dave Pratt. What a nut job that guy. He called his radio the Red Radio. I was like,
I mean, I know the rock station I used to listen to was 101, but I had a country station too called WESC. But I didn't listen to the country station for the music. I listened to it because it was the only channel that played coast to coast AM at midnight every night, where you could hear Art Bell back in the day.
right. Yeah, our country station was actually 101.5.
They played when I was like a little girl.
102.5.
I remember hearing Freebird a lot.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
Freebird,
still play that on the
yeah.
radio too often. Yeah.
Right. Leonard
They still
Skinner.
play it a
When I
lot.
watched wrestling and they had that the Freebirds used to use that as their opening.
That's why I heard it all the time. That's where I first heard it. As a matter of fact, it was on
Yeah.
Georgia Championship Wrestling.
That's
went
one
out
thing.
and
I
bought
hate
this-
it when wrestlers use like a good song because you get real sick of it real fast. Like Cult of Personality is one of my favorite songs, but
Cult of
CM Punk is
I
killing
Live
it.
in Color. I Live in Color.
Yeah,
I
it's a
love
great
that
song,
color. I
but-
love that song.
CM Punk has been using it for years, and like I'm just sick of hearing it.
What is it?
Why? Because he's an idiot. He's borrowing it. He stole it.
Actually, they gave him permission to use the song, and he's real good friends with them. And
Yeah,
stuff.
they even played it at what some.
Yeah, they played it
PLEs
live
and
at one of
stuff,
the events for
I'm with you,
AEW.
Tracy.
There's one song that if I don't hear it, the movie's
Cheers,
not complete.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cheers
Yeah.
to you, Tracy. Yeah, there's one song that if I don't hear it, the movie's not complete, and that's Derek and the
Oh,
Dominoes
Tracy.
doing the ending music of Layla at the
You
end
know, isn't that cool?
at the end of Goodfellas. At the
I
end
like
of
the coloring.
Goodfellas. If
It's
I don't hear that Layla
There you
ending
go.
song at the end of Goodfellas, it's not complete to me. I have to hear the song. I have to hear it. Yeah, at the very end.
Tracy, I have 6 now.
I only have this one, but that's enough for me.
What's wrong with me?
And
Well,
I just was doing more
You like to
dishes than I
collect
have
things,
to.
Chrissy. There's nothing wrong with you. I had some weird
There's something
collections.
wrong with me.
Come on, sister. I had some weird collections. Come on now.
Okay, so one of the songs I really love a lot, but then I started hearing it way too much. Is "You Spin Me Right Round, Baby,
Oh
Right
my
Round, like
God.
a record, baby, right round, round, round."
Yeah.
And then all of
Am
a sudden I was like,
I would be your friend now, baby.
and then they put it
Yeah.
on the Wedding Singer movie, and I love Adam Sandler, and I was like, okay, I'll listen to it, but
I'd rather hear Adam
Oh
Sandler
my
do it than the
God.
people who originally
Oh,
come out with it.
I want to grow old with you. I
Oh,
want to
God.
make you smile.
Popular one when I
Oh.
was in high school too was
Oh, you said
Round
I
and Round
ran.
by Rat.
Oh man.
And
I had to run. I had to go.
I ran
No,
so
but I thought you were
far
also thinking of
away.
the flock of seagulls. I ran that song.
Mm-mm,
No.
mm-mm.
I heard that a lot.
Yeah.
No. Hi, Grayson. Welcome, Grayson.
Hi, Grayson.
Hey, Grayson.
So, I'm trying to think
I
of
guess we're done.
one of the most annoying songs that I've ever heard, though. When I had my house before I was divorced and before I moved here to help take care of my mom and dad and help my dad.
Right.
One of my a-hole neighbors, we called him the Rat Man because he had rats in his yard because he was a hoarder. And he'd
Right.
have trash in his backyard, and rats would be running down the
Nice.
fence. And sometimes I would go so crazy that I would put up my pop-up duck blind, and go get my BB pistols, my air pistols. And me and my daughter and me and my friends would sit in the back and do night ops. We'd have black under our eyes, me and my friend Stacy. We would be camoed out, wearing navy hats with the duck blind in the backyard.
Love it.
Duck blind.
Stealth mode. Stealth
And
mode.
we would do night ops. Me and my daughter used to put, hi, Carney. Thanks, Carney, for
Hey,
the thumbs up.
Carney.
We appreciate you. But sometimes we would put like a pillow or something on the floor, lay on the floor, and then like lay on the floor and crack the door open so that we had a good eyeball vision of it and shoot at the rats. Like it was so bad. And I had a bird feeder, and they would run up the pole of the bird feeder.
No.
And I put Vaseline, I put oil, they would run up the pole, get the bird food, run down, come through the knot holes in the fence. They would just jump, and they were huge. And it
Oh.
would scare the crap out of me, right? Like I was like, oh my God, this is sad. And it was the middle of the day, like noonish, and you'd see a rat jump onto your bird feeder, and your bird feeder's you're just like, what's going on? Anyways, long story short, my neighbor, the Rat Man, he would get upset anytime anybody was in my backyard.
Oh,
If I would go out to my backyard because I got a work call, and I went out to my backyard and I'd sit at my patio set, he would call the police on me.
It's your backyard.
It doesn't matter. He would call the police saying that I was being loud. I'm on a work call. I'm not talking loud. I'm keeping it down. And the city ordinance and the county ordinance said 60 decibels, right? So I got to a point where I would put my phone on the table to see how many decibels I was talking, to make sure I wasn't anywhere close to that. And I'm practically whispering, trying to talk to people at work, right? Because my husband's sleeping, whatever. There was a day that I literally was sleeping on the couch watching Ghost Adventures, and the cops showed up. I wasn't even in my backyard. And it got to a point where I turned my garage into like a extended living room.
Oh, wow.
And would just go out to my garage so that he would just leave me the F alone.
Oh.
Wow.
There was a point where I was getting ready to have a barbecue, and I was having some friends over, and I was going to be doing an event with some really close friends. And I was planning on doing all of the side dishes, and like I was excited because I love entertaining. And so I got all excited. I got all these ribs. I got everything prepped. I've got my dry rub. I've, taken the membrane off the ribs, potato salad, macaroni salad, charcuterie skewers. Like I had everything ready. Beans, coleslaw, like it was ready to throw down. And all of a sudden I go out my backyard to start setting up the tables, and I hear this music. So he had put like some kind of recorder or speaker outside, and it was playing the song that never ends.
Oh
And it
no.
repeated and kept repeating.
Oh Jesus.
That's
So
psychological warfare.
Yeah, exactly.
days it went on.
Wow.
4 days. Finally, I called the police on him
This guy
You
has
had to.
because I couldn't
Yeah,
even go in my backyard to like water my plants in my garden or anything. I was just like, this is crazy. I would literally go out with my Beats headset on so I could listen to music so I didn't hear. And I thought, this is ridiculous.
right.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
I hope nobody don't ever mess with me like that, boy. They got a bad day coming. I go out and buy a Marshall amp.
Well, I'll tell you what I did
And I
do.
would set it, I would get one of them little monitors that monitors decibels, and I'd make sure my stuff was right at 59, just legal.
Yeah.
And I'd go 24/7 blasting right in his direction.
Well, what I did do is I pulled my outdoor movie theater out with my ginormous speakers.
Oh, how funny.
I pointed them at his house, put them up against the fence, and I turned it on high. And I played, "Were you born?" Or were you working it your whole life? And I played Dennis Leary because I park in handicap places. Handicap people
Great song.
make handicap
Right.
places. Because
Yeah.
okay, I played that kind of music all day long. The cops showed up. The same ones that showed up every night for the last like 14 days. And they asked if I could turn down the music. And I said, sure. I brought them into my backyard and showed them the setup.
Right.
And I said, sometimes people get to a place where they're tired of being picked on. You guys have showed up for 14 days straight, and I have not even played music, haven't had a friend over. I mean, I've been sleeping on the couch watching TV. One day I was in the shower. I had to get out of the shower to answer the door. I mean, what are you calling the police on? Just to have like a record that you called the cops this many times for what? Like he was just this really, really bad neighbor. And
Right.
so then I started taking all of my stuff from my garden that I was growing in my garden. And I was growing like cucumbers, making pickles, and I was making salsa, and I had
Wow.
tomatoes, and I had zucchini, and I'd put them in little plastic bags, and I'd toss them over the neighbors' fences, but I never tossed any over his fence. But the other neighbors must have told him, like, oh, are you getting the vegetables and the pickles and the stuff from your neighbor? And he was like, no, I'm not getting any. Well, of course not. The rats will get them. I'm not going to put it over your fence. But anyways, it was really funny. He put a death-threatening note on my car.
Oh.
And when he did, my video surveillance caught him, and I called the police.
Did you finally get rid of them?
No, I moved.
Oh, okay.
I ended up moving, and I was so happy to move because he was just one of those neighbors. You couldn't even go in your backyard. Like it was just a mess.
Immune to reason, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
That old boy wouldn't last about 10 minutes out here in South Carolina.
Do you know what?
Yeah, in
Do you
rural
know
South
what he-
Carolina, that would not fly.
Do you know what he did to me one time? He left his hose running and flooded my backyard on
Wow.
purpose.
Wow.
And so I called the county, and the county called the water company, and the water company went out and shut his water off at the street
Oh, good.
because I showed them how much my backyard flooded. He had the hose through the fence.
Oh my
And
god.
so I showed them how much water was coming through my fence. And so they shut his water off at the street. And then the funniest
That's
part was
crazy.
they were like, they open on Monday. You'll have to call somebody on Monday.
God.
He had to wait till Monday to get water.
Right.
Mm.
I hosed down one of my neighbors one time for being loud, rude, and obnoxious and coming in my yard raising Cain.
I wasn't even being loud. I mean, if me and my friends were out back being loud, I would have understood.
Was
But
it
me
an
going out-
HOA?
Hey,
Did you live in
Tug,
an HOA?
I think Tug's asleep.
Wow.
What? No,
Are you
I'm here.
sleeping over there, Tug?
I'm here.
You guys ready? You guys ready to call it a wrap?
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Hug is definitely.
I'm ready to
Yeah.
call it a wrap.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a quick webcam stream after this and bawl my eyes out because my poor Niners are gone. Oh, so
Aw.
Aw.
So I'd like to do a closing tonight, if you guys don't mind.
Go ahead.
Okay. So as we wrap up tonight, I just want to say thank you because the topic is deep. It's personal and it's powerful. Childhood shapes us in ways we don't even see it sometimes. Sometimes it gives us joy, sometimes it gives us scars, but it always teaches us something. And when we're very young, we're very easily influenced, and it could be a good way or a bad way. And tonight we brought up memories, good and bad. You remember this. You are not defined by what happened to you. You are defined by what you choose to become. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight and joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great
you.
night, everybody.
I like doing those closings.
God bless everybody in the panel in the chat. Take care. Have a great rest of your weekend and the rest of the week next week.
Be sure
Thank
to
you,
listen to
guys.
Let's Go.
I'll see you guys all tomorrow, I'm sure. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. I appreciate everybody here
Thank
in
you for
chat,
having
on
me,
panel,
Chrissy.
everybody that supports and follows. And thank you. Good night, Sierra. Happy birthday, baby girl. And I love
Good
you.
night, Sierra. Mwah.
Nighters.
That's all.
And feel free to unmute.
Down in the ground where the spuds all grow, there's a happy little tuber stealing the show. On the YouTube stage, watch it shine so
Good night,
bright.
everybody.
This creative spud's got
Good night,
its goals
everybody.
in sight.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring that stupid little bell.